So back.
Say it with some
Post
more
this here.
enthusiasm. Jeez.
We're so back! Oh! I don't want to be too loud.
So
I have
back.
neighbors. Put one of those here too. Yes, sure. Alright, coolio. That's up. Hey, look, that works. Oh, wait a second. Oh, there's my guest page. Okay, perfect. Delightful. Okay. Cool. Welcome to session 2 of The Curse of Strahd. How's everybody doing today?
Surviving.
Surviving?
Yep.
Let's hope my character does the same.
That number
Happy
says
to be
spam
here.
risk.
Happy to have split personality for the first little bit.
That
That's so
reminds me, yes.
exciting.
I need to give you control of Reginald. Let me do that really quick.
Split personality time.
Alright, congrats. You now have control of the gnome. Anybody care to do a refresher on what happened last time?
We went into, well, we,
There was a lot.
yeah, we started in Curry, each of us getting a contract with a reward for 200 gold that we're splitting between the 5 of us.
Yes.
And then the mystery gang found themselves stuck in Barovia because of a fog, a mysterious fog. And now we're in a haunted house.
That is the gist of it, yes.
Yeah.
All of you from the town of Curry took on this job. Werewolves had been infiltrating the neighboring little farms and now had approached the village itself and absconded with children. So the Hand of the Emperor has agreed to give you all 200 gold pieces to split amongst yourselves at the mission's conclusion to find and eliminate the threat that these werewolves pose. Upon heading into the forest, though, beginning to trek to where the chestnut trees turned tall and thin, where the werewolves were rumored to be from, a fog creeped in, and overnight, as the fog surrounded your campfire as you took your watches, you found in the morning that your environment, although seemingly similar, had become somewhere else. Following a road you found, you made your way through a large gate and eventually into a village as the fogs and mist continue to creep in around you, and at the behest of 2 children in the street, Rose and Thorn Durst, you entered their house to slay the monster in the basement, but found quickly that things were not as simple as they may have seemed, as this house has some unnatural elements to it, including a poltergeist of one of the servants and some armors and brooms which moved on their own to attack. On the top floor, in a sealed room, you opened it up. Oh, not to mention, you found a secret room in the library which detailed various occult rituals and bared a damning letter from one Strahd von Zarovich to the owners of the household. At the top floor, using a key you found in the same library, you opened the door and found the real children who were long dead, as well as their ghosts, who pleaded with you not to leave them behind after you had found the secret passageway to the basement, but you shut them away. Now we pick up as you descend into the depths of the basement itself. All of you should be level 2 for your progression. Does anybody need to amend that really quickly before we begin? Sounds like a no.
I think John's character sheet is updated.
With that, let me move you all to the dungeon. It's going to be dark down here, so give me a moment to place some people down. I'm also realizing I need to give our spectator vision through every single player token. I'll do that in a moment. That's not the entryway I thought it was. One moment. Okay. Armsman and Benjiro, Reginald, and Sovanna. Okay. Alright, you should all now be able to see around here, except for anybody who is watching the VOD. I will amend that. Give me just a moment to work on that very quickly. Okay. Oh yeah. And then if you don't have dark vision as well, it is pitch black down here. You will need some sort of light to be able to see. As I'm reminded when I gave Elco vision and it did not fix the Twitch VOD being black.
Yeah, we should probably light a torch. I have one.
That does
I'll
it.
light
That
it.
would be nice, as I cannot see.
Okay, Benjiro is going to light a torch.
Yes.
Emits bright light 20 feet. And emits low light 20 feet. There we go. Okay. Do.
His character token changed for a second. He was like mogging really hard.
I did see it. Too bad.
There's 2 Sovanna. Why is there 2 Sovanna?
Are there? Uh-oh, you might have the,
There's 2
the...
Sovanna.
Oh, wait, there are 2. I'm killing that one.
Oh my god.
No! They're
Okay.
dead.
Okay. Now, I've just gotta get my book to the right spot here. Here we go. Yes, the wooden spiral staircase from the attic as it descends downwards through dust and cobwebs ends here. A narrow tunnel stretches southward before branching to the east and the west. As you enter this dungeon basement, you can hear in the echoing of these dirt brown stone walls here, very earthy. You can hear an eerie and incessant chanting echoing in the air down here. Try as you might, it's impossible to tell where it's coming from at the moment. You can tell it's vaguely humanoid, but the words are muffled in the distance.
Is there a way I can focus in and try to hear what they're chanting?
You may, but as I said, it is currently too far away. The words are indistinguishable from this distance.
Alright, we'll wait.
Wherever the chanting is coming from, it is elsewhere and deeper within.
Right. Dig together. We're looking for a beast. Although whoever's down here doesn't sound friendly. Unless you're like a demon or something, I suppose.
Why'd you look at me when you said that?
I'm behind you. How would you know where I looked?
He literally has eyes everywhere.
Oh,
I
yeah, I
even
forgot about
literally-
that.
One of his arm eyes like turns and looks at you.
Oh God, can you see out of those? Well, we'll talk about this later. I can go ahead if you'd like.
I certainly don't want to be in the front.
Yeah, feel free to rearrange yourselves. I just dropped you in here to give you vision initially.
I can lead.
Which way are we
Or at least-
going?
No idea. Which way do we want to go?
I can't see.
You can see a
I mean,
little
I can't.
bit.
A
We
little
really are
bit.
the Scooby-Doo gang.
Okay, so from where Levin is, do we want to go left or
Mhm.
right?
F-Elf should have dark vision. You should be able to see better. Give me 1 second.
I guess we'll go right since that's the direction you're facing.
Yeah, why
That's
does your
the
token not have dark vision? Unless it does, and it's just not. No, it does. That's very strange then.
It does.
No, it's working. Okay, I thought it was not working. It is. To the east, you can see the hallway abruptly ends and then turns northwards again. You can also see there are these little entryways in various ports of this hallway, as well as the hallway to the west ends in what seems to be an abandoned dining hall. You can see a plain wooden table poking out from the shadows, those of you who can catch it in the light. You can also
Neat.
see strewn across the floor a few pieces of bone, which are draped with cobwebs, and creeping moss still clings to some of them.
Seems a good enough place to start looking.
The dining hall?
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
Bump. Bump. Moving slowly. Bump.
Well, there are a lot of doorways.
Bump. Follow me if you want to see.
The light is escaping, yes.
The light is escaping. Ah!
Uh-oh. There are a lot of bones in here.
Yes, now that you're closer, it's fairly apparent that the bones on the floor here are humanoid bones. On the south end of the room, Sovanna, as you can see, there is there is a darkened alcove. If you'd like to check it out.
Sure, I have no sense of self-preservation. I'll check out the dark alcove.
That's over here. That was the one you were next
Oh,
to.
that alcove?
Yes. Okay.
Right, that's south. Right, I forgot.
Yeah, I know. Our map's a little turned.
Oh yeah, I can't see the directions at all.
As you approach this alcove on the
Okay.
wall, quite quickly and suddenly, there is a flash of movement from within. As you were taken aback as something lunges at you from the shadows
Oh,
in
great.
the corners. Yes. A beak darts forward with 4 barbed tentacles surrounding it and a long worm-like body behind it. So here, I'm gonna kick you out of. I'm gonna kick you out of the thing here.
Maybe I should have a sense of self-preservation. This was a grave mistake.
The
Yes, you
creature
should.
appears with a screech.
Oh no.
Any character with a passive wisdom perception score under 12 is surprised by it as it jumps forward. So that is going to be everybody except for Levin. So everybody
Well,
can go
drat.
ahead and roll initiative,
That's so
please.
sad.
We are not a perceptive party.
No.
I'm gonna be real with you, gamers. I think I'm boned. Send me thoughts and prayers, because I'm gonna need them.
Now, was I smart and did I clear the initiative order? Sure I did. Okay, that is everybody. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, it is. Okay. Oh, the broom is still in here. Get out of here, broom.
Not the broom.
The broom!
Oh, wait, it just brought everything back. That's so annoying. Okay. It was gone and now it's back. I don't know what's going on with that. Okay, this is an old one. Reginald guys, that's an old one. That's an old one. That one's accurate. That one's accurate. Benjiro got a 15, so that one's old. 11 got a 17, so that one's old. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. That is now accurate. Okay, 11. You do have chance to act before this worm-like creature lunges at Sovanna.
He's gonna cast Sacred Flame.
All right, go ahead and roll some dice. I can make a dexterity saving throw. It's an
3.
18. No.
Oh, never mind.
This creature
Nothing happens.
in the darkness, the flame casts a light through the room for a moment. You can all see its sort of slickery and yet scaled hide as those tentacles are rear back ready to strike, but it darts out of the way of the brunt of the radiant force. You still have movement and a bonus action if you'd like.
Alright, he is gonna scoot here.
Okay. Everybody else is surprised, so we will skip you all and go straight to this creature. Yes, it, you see, as it seems to blend in with the stonework of the wall itself when it's not moving, it now lunges forward. Its tentacles shoot out, attempting to cut into you, Sovanna. How does a 15 do?
It probably hits.
I believe it does. Your AC appears to be 11.
Yeah,
You'll
it's
take
11.
9 piercing damage, and if that hits, then it will come in with its beak between the tentacles and to try to rip into your flesh. How's a 22?
Yeah.
Yes. You'll take 4 piercing damage from the beak, which
Oh
leaves
my
you with
God,
a
I'm
very
so
convenient
fucking
1 hit
lucky.
point left. Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Oh,
The
man.
wounds it leaves burn as blood pools from your wounds and drips onto the floor. But you manage to fight and hold on to your consciousness for now, even as it is writhing in front of you, ready to try and push you to the floor and make a meal of you. Back to top initiative with Levin again.
He is going to go and he is going to. Can he touch? He can't touch it, can he?
It has 3/4 cover because it's around the corner from you.
Okay. I can't move Sovanna out of the way, can I?
You could use an attack to shove. You can force
She would
move a
die.
creature, but
Yeah, I'm so dead if that happens.
Alright. He's. Okay. He's gonna back up again. He's gonna He's gonna crossbow bolt it. Can he shoot through Sovanna?
yes.
Okay. He's gonna crossbow bolt
Okay,
it.
it will only have half cover from that angle because you can measure from the corners of each square. Snap to corner like so.
Okay, if I move back one, then. Right?
You can see
'Cause
over
that's where I
half. You
was.
can see over half of it from there, so that is a normal attack. Yes.
Okay, cool. My first plan did not work. Crossbow, 6.
6. No. Unfortunately, your
Alright,
bolt
anyway.
goes wide and strikes the wooden support pillar on the right-hand side of the entryway.
I shoot Sovanna.
Thankfully, it's not that bad.
No, healing word on Sovanna.
Okay. All right. Drawing upon your magic.
Have a
You-
little bit.
4 hit points back for Sovanna. Something.
It is not 1.
Yeah.
That's all I
Hey,
can do. I'm level 2.
Yeah.
Benjiro is next in initiative.
Sovanna, I'm gonna jump over this table.
Mhm.
Hell yeah.
Is there any way to swap positions or drag someone away?
So you can grab somebody and drag them off, but that's like your action to grab them, right?
Okay. So, you said it has cover if I go to one of these alcoves?
In the corner, yes.
Okay. I will try to hit it.
Okay. You'll have
yeah,
a plus
I'm
5 circumstance to its AC from the 3/4 cover because you can only see. Yeah, you can't see. How you can't see 3 of its corners. At least not really.
Yeah.
It's around the corner.
Okay. Well, it's
If the walls
all
were
I can really do at the
accurate.
moment.
Yes.
Sovanna, please disengage.
Sounds like a plan.
Yep.
Okay, a 14 does not hit it around the corner. Taking careful aim. You feel your rapier glance off of its stony hide.
Disengage. Disengage.
Okay, all
That's
done.
the plan.
I'm gonna give. Is this an action? Yeah, that's an action. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, we are now at Sovanna's turn.
Yeah, disengage sounds like a good idea.
All right, you can use your action to carefully retreat from this unnatural creature lurking in the pantry.
Yeah.
You will not.
Do I need to
provoke
do a specific
opportunity
thing through
attacks.
roll 20 on there? for
No,
that?
we just know that
Okay.
we just know that's what you're doing.
Okay.
You may
I'm
take
probably
your
just gonna
moves.
crawl over this table.
Oh, right,
and
yeah.
Yeah.
The table groans under your weight and its age as you
Yep.
make your hasty retreat across it.
Yeah.
Anything for your bonus action by chance?
Yeah, I'll probably just cast a healing word on myself.
All right.
It probably wouldn't hurt.
A little extra magic to heal the injuries you have sustained. 7 hit points.
Sounds good to me.
Flesh knits back together and lost blood is restored.
Yeah.
Helmsman Elco.
Question: do you want to follow the rule that equipping a shield is an action?
It is an action to don or doff a shield, yes.
Okay, then I will stand here and hit it with my glaive.
Okay.
I got a 1.
No.
Okay.
Wielding your glaive at long range like this, it is a slashing weapon, so it is quite difficult to garner the momentum necessary while it remains within the confines of that alcove. You find your glaive becoming stuck on the pillars, which also line all of these chambers. It makes it rather difficult to swing your weapon efficiently.
Man. Okay. I will... Benjiro, did you step out of the way because you didn't want to get hit, or because you wanted to make room?
I think I was in the way.
Sovanna was in the way. I couldn't.
Yeah.
Okay, then I will end my turn here.
Okay.
Um,
Reginald
yeah.
is next. Also you. As we pilot
Reginald,
him while John is away.
yeah, let's create a bonfire in that 5-foot cube there.
All right.
With create bonfire.
Okay. The creature will make a dexterity saving throw. It gets a natural 20 for a total of 22.
All right, so that doesn't do anything.
It quickly retreats onto the ceiling, using its tentacles to suspend itself like a stalactite. And you see it rearing up, ready to make another lunge towards whoever's outside the door again.
All right, that'll be his turn.
All right, next is the creature itself. Indeed, as I said, it using its tentacles like swinging arms, it launched itself out of the room towards Elco. It's going to attack you. All right, tentacles. I got a 7 to hit. I do not think that's going to be good enough. You hold it back at arm's bay with the butt end of your glaive, knocking it aside. Now that it's been caught in the light more fully, yes, you can see it is a disgusting worm-like creature. But its head sort of peels open into 4 tentacles with a barbed tip and a large beak in the middle.
God, what is this thing?
Unpleasant. It looks like this.
Cool.
Ew.
A grick.
Grick.
11.
My uncle's name is Grick.
Is that so?
Oh.
Yeah.
It is Levin's turn once again.
Again, Sacred Flame.
Alright, it will make another dexterity saving throw.
It's very good at those.
You got another natural 20. It is very good at those, apparently.
Okay, cool.
Sickening.
Its roiling movements like a worm are keeping it rather hard to pin down by these ranged effects.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I was trying to look at the information on it. That's my bad.
Oops. That's okay. Anything else, Levin?
No, and do you need more healing? Or are you okay?
I think I'll be okay.
Okay. Benjiro.
Thank you, though.
Dab.
Alright. You thrust your rapier out at it, and you score the first direct hit against this creature. You may roll damage.
I would like to Divine Smite this.
Alright, sounds like a plan.
Get his ass.
Okay. This creature, in fact, resists damage from non-magical attacks that are bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing. But your Divine Smite, as you call upon the faith you hold dear to your heart, will pierce its defenses like nothing else. So it will take half of the 11 piercing, but it will take the full radiant, making it take that much damage. You immediately bloody this creature as the explosion of radiant energy leaves a searing crater around the area where your rapier had pierced its side. It trails this dark ichor onto the floor from the wound as it continues to screech, but perhaps somewhat more weakly. Anything else?
That's it. I'm good.
Okay. Sovanna.
Oh. You know what? We're gonna cast Firebolt. Firebolt.
All right.
Let's hope for the best.
Toss a mote of fire at it. A 17 does hit. You may roll damage.
Okay, and now I did that.
To fire. All right.
A whole 2 damage.
Grazing
better than
blow,
0.
but effective nevertheless. You see a
Yeah.
large burn mark appear on its side, and its stony carapace seems to crumble somewhat at the sight of that attack. You have movement and a bonus action should you wish.
Not much that I can think of, and I think I'm okay with where I'm at, so that'll be my turn.
Okay. Armsman Elco.
Okay, seeing that the glaive was not effective, I will drop it and pull out my cavalry saber
All right.
and try to stab it with piercing damage.
All right. A
Seems to work
23
better.
does hit.
All right. This is not magical
Nope,
and not
okay.
silvered. Just 5 damage.
All right, it does take half of that damage. You feel its unnatural form almost seems to move around your blade as you stab into it. It still cuts it, certainly, but its strange anatomy resists the brunt of your blow. You have your bonus
Yes.
action and movement if you wish.
Benjiro, this is your area. I'm going to step here so I can hopefully flank it a little bit.
Yes.
And that's all.
Reginald is next in initiative.
Reginald will move the bonfire over 1.
Okay. I think it's technically a recast at that point, but that works either way. It'll make another dexterity saving throw. As soon as I can find the button, here we go. I got a 21. Wow. Yeah, I'm rolling. It's rolling very well. No.
Well, if it can,
Telling stories,
if it
very
can hang on
agile.
the ceiling, the
It
bonfire
maintenance
is
quite
not going
quick.
to do much.
Does Reginald have any other spells? I feel like it's only bonfire.
You are correct.
The worm-like beaked creature is smart enough to not want to stand in a fire, so it's going to pull itself out of the way. And then I'm going to roll a d4 to see who it's going to attack. 1, 2, 3. All right, it turns around towards Benjiro and it's going to thrust itself forwards at you. Its tentacles reach out, but it gets a 6 to hit. That will not beat your armor class.
Definitely not.
You sort of smack it out of the way with your weapon, and you hear the screeching of metal as its claws on the end of those tentacles it has rake against your armor, but you come away unscathed. Levin Vosk.
He's close enough. He's gonna step towards it,
Levin.
and I'm gonna. He's gonna grab it.
All
and
right.
Cast inflict wounds.
All right. You channel necromantic power into your hand and reach out towards this disgusting abomination. Go ahead and link your spell. 16 does hit. You can roll your damage. 17. All right.
Ooh,
Oh, nice.
As you grasp this creature,
nice.
countless lacerations begin to appear across its body. It lets out one final wailing shriek, which trails off into nothing as it slumps over into a pile on the floor, dead. You've defeated the nasty.
Nasty.
He's gonna
Okay.
step back and look quite disgusted, and like wipe his hands off.
Sovanna, are you all right?
I think so.
Okay. Seems like this creature didn't take any damage from mundane attacks. It needs positive and negative energy of some kind. So, you two might be more effective here than me. I'm gonna take out my shield and use that instead of the glaive.
Okay. You've got your
Future.
cavalry saber and your shield. Okay.
Yeah, AC 19.
Oh my god, there's
Alright.
so much down here. I did not realize this extended downwards.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, there seems to be stairs this direction.
Stairs down or up?
Looks like down.
Yeah, it looks like down.
Oh,
You mean
no.
the stairs over here, then yes, they go downwards.
Oh, thank God. Okay. I was really hoping I wasn't wrong.
How much more health do you need, Sovanna? If you had like a
t-
number to it.
2.
All right, I'll give you 2 of my lay on hands.
Thank you.
Drawing upon the wellspring of holy power within you, yes, you can patch up the last of Sovanna's wounds, although the area still stings from the memory of the worm-like creature's tentacles and bite.
I refuse to be curious any longer. Someone else could go ahead now.
That is understandable. I'll strap my glaive to my back and wander forward, shield raised.
Mm-hmm.
Are we gonna try to go downstairs?
Should we not explore this floor first?
Don't know.
Or are we sure? I mean, was that the monster
The beast?
that
Could
the
be.
children were
Are we
scared
still
of?
hearing the chanting?
Yes. It is slightly louder in this room, but still quite muffled.
Okay.
If I was a child, I would be scared of that more than I am now, so it could be the beast, although there's still something dark down here.
And chanting.
Yeah.
I suppose we can go deeper if the chanting sounds like it's coming from downstairs, but we can't really tell.
Right. Head forward.
So I'll stay close since you can't see.
Thank you.
Single file, everyone.
That's all we can do.
Yeah.
Here, I'll get
You're stuck.
There we go.
Okay, we're stuck together.
Elco, as you enter the line of sight of that hallway, it seems to you that the chanting grows somewhat louder as it were coming from that direction to the west.
Which way's west?
Rotated west, so to the bottom
Down.
of you, yes.
Okay.
But there is also additional, you can see that the hallway goes down once more and then opens up in front of you to the north.
Benjiro, I think there's something this way. I'll nod my head to the west. That's where the sound is coming from. Should we follow it?
Yes, we should explore what it is. Really hope we're not dealing with a cult.
Understood. I'll start with west.
He's gonna
All
gonna
right.
mumble. I would rather deal with a cult than whatever they're
Elco,
summoning.
as you step there, you feel and you hear the groaning of wood and a sudden snap as your foot falls through the floor.
Ooh.
As you step upon a hidden spiked pit, rotten wooded planks under a thin layer of dirt, which you have just stepped through. You fall into this pit, into darkness. You will take some damage. You take 4 damage from the fall, and you take a 10 damage from
God.
the spikes at the bottom of the pit.
Goodness
No
gracious.
save or anything?
You fall. Yeah, it just
Okay.
is you fall.
All right, I fell. That hurts.
Your arm and your side have both been pierced by some of these spikes, and several other parts of your body have gotten scrapes where they were dragged across the spikes but not impaled upon them.
Oh.
Not to
God.
mention, you feel rather bruised from the fall itself. The rest of you can hear the cracking of rotted wood as he falls through the floorboards.
I will reach my arm down to pull him back up.
Yeah, how far down is it?
It was a 10-foot deep pit.
Good lord.
Okay, I'll
I got
reach
some
up.
rope.
Yeah. Oh, okay, that works.
Yeah. Yeah, I have some rope. I'll put down some rope.
Is everything okay over there?
Elco fell down.
Yes, watch your step. I fell through the floor. Ah. Okay, I'll climb up.
All right, you can pull yourself out fairly easily. It is a rough and uneven pit. It is
Okay, we
also
should
only
keep an eye on the floor.
yes, only being 5 feet wide across the hallway. It is also small enough that others can jump over it fairly easily, unless you have a surprisingly low strength score, which I doubt.
I'm going to use my second wind if I can.
Sure.
Let's do that. Eight.
Although the pain bites into you, you remember what you were fighting for, and that you have more to do here, which is not yet done. You may continue forwards, yes. But as you pull yourself up and move forward, you can definitely tell that the chanting is getting louder. It seems to be coming from this staircase to your west.
All right, I'll make a motion for everyone to follow me. To go forward. Hopefully not fall through anything else.
Onward. Oh.
I love that we get stuck on top of each other.
Ah, it got dark.
Is there a lighting thing there? Hold on. No. Oh, there is. Yeah, the staircases. They'll let you see down one way, but not the other. Yeah, so it's obvious to you as you stand at the top of this 20-foot long staircase going down that the chants originate from somewhere below. Would you all like to go down?
John is on his way.
Oh, nice. Can we try to go stealthily?
Of course.
Or, well, I guess we have a light. Would that affect that?
Most certainly.
Okay.
But you can still
might
be
not be
quiet
worth
and
it.
things.
Okay. Yeah, I'll try to be quiet.
Sure. Anybody who wants to be quiet can make a stealth check.
I will try. I'm not good
We'll
at that.
see. We'll see what happens.
Oh. I am very loud.
Mm-hmm.
That's not stealth. That's a strength save.
Oh, that's a strength save. What do you mean?
Oh, that is a strength
very-
save.
I am very weak.
All right, everyone else hunkers down. You flex your muscles.
Yeah.
Oh,
I also got a 2.
that's awesome.
We're so stealthy.
Yes, you're not being very quiet. Okay, we have a
What does
14, a
Reginald get?
2, a 9, a 10, a 2. Oh, wait, that's
Oh, right.
the strength save. 14, a 9, a 10, a 2. Yeah, name Reginald. Stealthy. Oh,
Kinda.
wow. All right, Reginald's very quiet. He is a gnome. He's easily overlooked. And now would you like to head down the stairs?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to move you all over. Give me 1 second. I'm going to put you in the same order that you are now. Okay, there
It's
you
dark in
go.
here.
All right. You descend the stairs, and Elco, you turn southwards once again and see that the stairs opens up into what seems to be some strange open reliquary with wooden beams supporting it, so as the rest of this underground chamber. From here, you can discern a dozen or so voices saying over and over the chant, "He is the ancient. He is the land." So on and so forth they go.
Can you, can I go in front of you real quick?
Yes. Yeah, let's scoot. Let me just scoot past. Yeah, here.
I would like to get in front of Elco and do my divine sense,
Of course.
if I can.
Yes. In those locations, when you look at celestial scene right over that 6 feet is not behind total cover. The total cover part makes it difficult to use when you can't see anything. You do not detect any celestial fiends or undeads.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to do that when we see anything.
What you can see in this room, you can see that there are niches along the walls here, all of which have some strange sort of relic-looking item within them. You can also see that there is a tunnel, 2 tunnels, one over here, and which seems to continue on your same level, and one over here, which descends downwards slightly on a ramp.
Okay. Do not touch any of these items, please. We do not know what they are.
Wasn't planning on it.
There are 2 tunnels ahead of us. So we have a choice now, which one we would like to go down.
Mm. Which one do you think is the chanting coming from? Does it sound louder in one of them?
Yeah, does it sound louder from if I like listen down this one versus the other one?
Well, I think when you went to the other one, you would notice something. So if you move here, you can see that the tunnel
Window.
extends. Yes, there is a portcullis there. A rusty iron portcullis. And it descends downwards. The floor becomes partially flooded. A sunken room. It certainly seems as if that is the direction from which the chanting originates.
It is slightly flooded down there, it seems. But the chanting does appear to be coming from this way.
Yeah, you can see moving through the water small shadows, which you can, upon closer inspection, you can see that there are rats swimming in the water and feeding on waste which has fallen into this water-soaked room.
Ew.
Ew.
Indeed.
I'd like to look at these trinkets while we're here.
There are several trinkets here. That alcove contains, it looks to be a stick, which on the end of it, you can see lashed to it, there is a desiccated frog.
Ew.
Here.
To the south, which is the side over here, as a reminder, there is a bag, which if you open it is full of a sort of squishy looking white, almost gel-like substance, which smells quite bad.
What's over here?
On the south portion, that south alcove on that one, there is what looks to be a cloak, which is made from a sort of bluish humanoid-looking skin. On the eastern alcove there is an aspergillum carved from bone. What in the world is an aspergillum? An implement for sprinkling holy water. Okay. It's like a small, it almost looks like, it's like a scoop almost, but it's a full like ball on the end. I did not know that these were existing. Yeah, it's like a sort of fork-sized object. It's like a ball on the end, and the ball's got little holes where the holy water come out of. Well, there you go. We learned something new today. That one's made of bone, which is less pleasant than normal.
Yes.
Sounds like everything in here is unpleasant.
Pretty
In
much.
some sort of
Sovanna,
fashion.
you're standing next to the alcove, which has a dagger with a rat skull set into the pommel. 11, you're next to a small mummified yellow hand with sharp claws on a loop of rope. All sorts of strange items in here.
Quite the collection.
Do we wish to go down into the really
Yeah.
gross waters?
How deep
I-
is the water?
Thank you
So-
for confirming what I said. Yes. No, not usually made of bone. That would be unusual.
I will see how deep the water is.
How deep is the water? The water, as you go down, it seems to go down first up past your boot, and then another foot up, so it's about 2 feet deep in total. Just enough to be thoroughly unpleasant and go over even the tallest of socks.
Ew.
It also wouldn't be very good to fight in if the situation arose.
How tall is Reginald?
I believe
he
he's
said
at
like
least 3 feet
foot
tall.
something.
It would
Yes,
probably
3
be up
foot
to like his chest.
Oof.
Poor little guy. Just from where I'm standing, can I see anything?
You
Like-
can. So yeah, if you have to step all the way into the water off the ramp to get a full view, but you can most certainly get a full view like that. Wow.
I'm just like, ew. 1 second.
You could see from here. Oh wait, it's so
Your sacrifice is appreciated, Benji.
Thank
the
you.
chanting, which you've been hearing this entire time, stops as you peer into this 40-foot square room. The smooth masonry walls provide excellent acoustics. Featureless stone pillars support the ceiling, and a breach in the west wall, which you can see just at the edge of your dark vision over there, leads to a dark cave heaped with refuse. You see, that's where many of these rats in here seem to be spending their time. Murky water covers most of the floor. Stairs lead up to dry stone ledges that hug the walls. In the middle of the room, more stairs rise to form an octagonal dais that also rises above the water. Rusty chains with shackles dangle from the ceiling directly above a stone altar mounted on the dais. The altar is carved with hideous depictions of grasping ghouls, and even from this far away, you can see that it is stained with dry blood.
Can I use my divine sense now?
Sure.
With all these
60,
quietness?
60 feet. Yeah, it got quiet all of a sudden. That was rather unnerving. You do not detect any fiends, undeads, or celestials within 60 feet of you. That is not behind total cover. You can also see just the edge of it. There is a wheel on the other side of the portcullis, which you would presume is used to open the portcullis, but it is too far away for you to reach it through the gaps in the portcullis itself.
So the portcullis is closed?
Yes, most certainly.
Ah. Okay.
You could try to lift it yourself, but that would be quite a difficult task, but not impossible.
I am not that strong.
No.
I am a dex paladin. I will go back up the ramp.
Okay.
So the chanting has stopped in there as soon as I looked through.
Oh.
Quite unnerving. I am not strong enough to lift the portcullis myself. So we can either proceed elsewhere or attempt to get into that room.
Well, there's a tunnel that goes around. We might be able to find another way in.
Yes, good idea. Let's do that for now. Yeah. I'm gonna be shaking my legs, trying to dry up. Ugh.
Yes, it is rather unpleasant. Cold
It's a-
and still water. You can only
I wish we had a
imagine
wizard.
what awful, nasty disease you might catch if you were to drink that stuff.
Oh, I wish we had a wizard.
Good thing you didn't have any open wounds.
Yes.
Yeah,
That would have been
Roll for sepsis.
okay. I suppose.
You don't have to roll for sepsis. But if you
I
had,
do
you'd
not
be
have
fine.
Roll heads or tails to see if you got your tetanus shot recently.
Yeah, did you all fill out the vaccination handout I provided at the start of the session?
Oh yeah.
No. What? I didn't know about that.
All right, you
the heck?
proceed down the other
I can't believe we
tunnel.
have somebody unvaccinated in our crew.
No, I would totally be vaccinated, guys. No.
The fire wardens provide that with insurance.
Yeah.
Possible
They
Well,
don't
that
even have
dental.
dental.
Mayhem may have some sort of
It's the
primitive
opposite.
inoculation. Dental.
We said the opposite. That's great.
Wait, you're
Oh,
getting
We
yeah.
definitely
dental?
have differing views on it anyway.
I'm not getting dental. The torchlight catches a few of what you can now see to be these alcoves, each of which have manacles set into them. This appears to be some sort of primitive prison.
Oh,
The
John is
rusty shackles remain, although I'm sorry, I misspoke. John's here. Hello?
here. John's here.
Yeah, I just made it.
Hooray! I'm going to
Well,
redact Nick's access to your character now.
Okay.
Take that, Nick.
Sorry, Nick.
Oh.
You're done.
I used all your spell
Done for.
slots.
It's true. You have no more spells. I'm
No.
sorry.
You've cast 2 cantrips today, and they have done nothing. So
Oh.
that's all.
Well, it looks like I'm in a hole by myself.
That might be true.
Yeah, I guess
Oh,
from
boy.
your perspective.
You can come down here.
Yeah, they've all gone that way.
Oh,
Here you-
okay.
Here you go, Reginald. I'll adjust this camera as well. There we go.
I hate that hallways are just so small.
It's claustrophobic. It's realistic to what your characters are experiencing. These hallways are only 4 feet wide and about 7 feet tall, only giving a
I hate
little
it.
bit of extra room on any end. But yes, those of you in the front,
I'm
as I
almost too
was
tall.
saying, your horns might scrape it. You can see that these alcoves, as I mentioned, have these rusty manacles, which are still here, although the prisoners themselves are long gone.
Benjiro, can I have the torch?
Yes, here you go.
Okay.
I'll
Stow
just-
my sword.
Yes, alright. Keeping your shield in one hand, you raise the torch in the other, and can move forward. I will switch who has the light centered on them quickly here.
Thank you. It's tricky to be in the front without.
There you
vision.
go.
Thank you.
And I'm going to turn off Benjiro's light. There you go.
All right. Can I make careful note of the floor and see if there's any creaky boards?
Sure, roll a perception check.
Ooh. Okay. Got to 1.
A 1.
my God.
You carefully, to the best of your knowledge, inspect the floor for any more of those secret doors. It was rotten wooden planks with a thin layer of dirt, just enough to make them blend in with the floor. You take a good look, but your torchlight does not catch any irregularities in the floor before you.
Good. I'll continue forward.
Additional cells open up as you continue your way forwards. In this final section here, it comes to an end with no obvious passage to elsewhere. But you do see that here at the back of this cell still has its prisoner, although they are no more, at this point, than a skeleton clad in a tattered black robe.
Benjiro, there's someone here. Skeleton. So,
Is it moving?
nope,
Oh, okay.
they usually don't.
That's good.
Can you give it a once over? See if you find any information on who this sad soul was.
Sure. Can I inspect the skeleton?
Sure, you can give it a quick search over. Unfortunately, most of what it once was has rotten away. Even the skin appears to have crumbled into dust with time. But you do see, checking it over, that underneath one of its sleeves, there is still a gold finger on one of its. Sorry, there is still a gold ring on one of its bony fingers, which you may take if you like. It does not have golden fingers. I'm sorry.
Gold finger.
But if you'd like, you may take the golden ring off of its finger.
I see no reason to. My character wouldn't care about the ring. I mean, he has a ring, but I'm not one to mess with the dead.
No, we're not here for grave robbing. Let's head back. I guess there's not a passage this way.
Sovanna, do you want the ring?
You have been profiled as a grave robber. I'm sorry.
Damn. She's like, why would I want that?
I
Do you
don't
think
know.
oh, okay.
Gold would look very nice on you.
Oh, thank you. She starts
Um,
sweating.
Still don't understand their relationship. All right. Well, could you head back because I'm stuck in this cell and I'd rather not be.
Benjiro
Yeah.
just shrugs.
So
I
did
don't
you
know.
leave the ring?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there anything of note in either of these?
Would you like to make a perception check, Levin?
Yes.
The cells themselves are empty, but you can give it a careful once over if you'd like.
Because they're larger.
It does fork there, yes. It's a branching hallway. A 13. You carefully search the cells here, but alas, all you find is dust and cobwebs in this abandoned place.
Well, I guess we have to find a different way into that room then. Unless someone strong wants to try to pick up the portcullis, but...
You've said that twice now, and you've looked at me both times. I can try.
Yeah,
I'm a
yeah.
little bruised and bloodied from the fall.
You still got muscles.
Okay. Had to step in fetid water.
I'm sure you'll be fine.
You can
Except for the rats.
Oh.
Yeah,
You're
don't
not
get
scared
bit.
of rats, are you?
No, I'm not scared of rats. I am scared of getting infected with the open wounds I have from falling. Is there anyone here who might be able to help with that?
Yes, I can help you. I am scared of rats.
Oh.
If anyone here was curious. Yes, I can heal you up though. Healing
I can.
hands. Healing hands. Da,
Right.
da, da, da.
You draw
Just give him a
upon
little
the
caress.
reserve of magic once more, which lays within you. No, this is your
The
Asimar healing
Asmar
hands.
thingy.
You have both because you're both a paladin and an Asimar Nephilim.
Yeah.
That's your
I have so
Asimar
much.
one.
So much.
Yes, you expend the magic which lays dormant within your flesh itself to restore some of No, that's your name. To restore some of Elco's wounds. I'll get the hang of it. Give me a few more sessions.
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
That is my name.
Thank you. It's been quite some time since I worked side by side with a divine healer.
You just
I
demote yourself.
appreciate it. Yep.
Okay.
I'm not. It was taking up too much space.
Okay, fair enough.
I
Looks accusingly at
yeah.
Reginald Bafflestone.
All right.
Excusingly of me, what?
Your name is long, that's all. You didn't do anything wrong.
Oh.
I'm going to carefully wade into the
Yes.
gross water.
The as you may see all the same things I previously described to Benjiro. I'd be happy to re-describe if you'd wish. The
I was
portcullis itself is very solid looking metal, but rusty with age. You do think you could move it if you got a good grip and really exerted yourself. But it will be difficult.
Well, here we go. I'll take a deep breath and I'll use my legs and get a good grip on some of the bars and push upwards.
You may roll athletics if you wish to try.
With your legs, not with your back.
My legs.
16. You go down into a squat and grab some of the crossbars and heave upwards. You feel it give just a little bit, but very quickly the weight of it sets in, and your progress is quickly reversed as it drops back down into the holes in the floor once more. You find yourselves unable to lift this portcullis. Perhaps you may try again later, but for now, your strength is expended.
Okay. I can try again, but I really do need to rest after what happened. So,
Yes, of course.
we don't have to do that now, but we'll have to come back here later.
Should we go
Hmm.
back upstairs?
Well, Reginald, there's quite a few items in here I'm sure you've noticed in these alcoves. We haven't touched anything yet, but I don't know what they are, or if they might be magical trinkets, or just horrifying little cast off, I don't know, pieces of garbage.
Yes,
Uh,
well, I'm a bit distracted, but I can take a look now.
Right, yes, there are 13 different alcoves, each of which has a unique item inside.
I'll go to this one.
Okay. The item to your to south, which is to the right on the map because the compass is turned.
Right.
That is a desiccated frog lashed to a stick.
Yes, well, Elco, this appears to be a frog on a stick.
yes, I know, I already looked at that one.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Now, what about these two up here?
The one to your east, which is the square above you, is an aspergillum carved from bone, which we learned is like a small mace for sprinkling holy water, sort of, but not usually made of bone.
What
To
about
the south, there is a folded cloak made from stitched together what seems to be skin, with a strange bluish hue to it.
Oh. Well, these are just lovely accessories. And over here?
There is an orb which seems to be varnished, a glossy clear surface. Through the gloss, you can make out what seems to be a gigantic slitted pupil within.
Ooh. Does it look like it's staring at me?
Not at you in particular.
Oh, okay, that's fine then.
It is
What about this one?
green, and the pupil is black. There, you see that there is a dagger with a rat's skull set into the pommel.
Okay.
Here, there is a knife, which you can see seems to be carved from the jawbone of a human.
Dazzling. What about this one?
Here, there is a small mummified yellow hand with sharp claws on a loop of rope. There is a small wooden coffer, which you can open if you'd like.
Oh, I can open it.
It's a coffer. Coffers are openable.
We'll come back to that. What about this one?
Okay, you don't open it. To the north, you see that there is what looks to be the shrunken and shriveled head of a halfling.
Oh,
To the west, there is an iron pendant adorned with a devil's face.
cheery. What about the final?
There's one right
Right.
there as well. The
Oh.
one I just pinged, there is a 6-inch tall wooden figurine of a humanoid figure wrapped in claws, its arms crossed over its chest. In these two corner alcoves to the west, there is what looks to be an elongated green-skinned finger, which has been severed neatly after the third bone. And in this, to your south, there is a copper. No, shut up. There is to the south. There is a bag, which, when you open it, is filled with a sort of a gel-like whitish substance, which smells quite awful.
Awesome.
Coffer.
And if I open the coffer?
Opening the coffer, you can see that inside there is a withered tongue inside, quite lengthy and has almost purplish tint to it. Looks like it might be from sort of canine.
Was that skeleton down the hall? Was it whole?
It was a complete skeleton, yes.
Okay. Hmm.
Well, can you tell if any of these are magical?
That is not something I prepared myself to do today.
Oh.
So, no.
Fair enough. I doubt if they were magical they would be useful, considering the appearance.
Some of them do seem to be related to each other, though.
How so?
Well, a few of these body parts all have a greenish hue, and they all seem to be flesh or bone related. Some come from different animals, such as the rat or dogtooth. Some are frogs. But for example, this green, no, that's the weird bag. Where's the green finger? Was this the green finger?
Yeah, it's right there. You're next to it still.
No, I'm next to, okay, the
Yes.
green finger and a green eye and a green tongue. Right? The tongue was green
It's
too,
a
wasn't it?
purplish tongue. Its normal color has the purple tint to it.
Oh, if you squint, it looks a little bit green.
So, what you're saying is, if we put all of these together, we can make a goblin with a purple tongue.
Well, it would, of sorts, yes.
All right. Well, I say we go upstairs again.
I'm curious, real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Can I look at this
Sure.
portcullis
Yes.
and see how this contraption?
Well, you cannot
Works.
see the totality of it, but you would assume that if you turn that wheel, which you can just barely see through the portcullis, that the portcullis would open. You would wind a chain, which would lift the portcullis. And through a series of levers and pulleys, it would be much easier than lifting the portcullis yourself. At least you would assume so. Otherwise, there'd be little point in putting the wheel.
Okay. I have. Oh, darn it.
Oh, it's gone.
Never mind. I don't know that idea will work.
Off you go, apparently.
I was looking up a rule or
Okay.
ability.
Aha. No.
Just have to reach the wheel. Well, what way is the wheel? When you say a wheel,
Uh-huh.
are there spokes on all sides?
Yes, so it's a wheel here. I'm going to just stick you in here for the moment. So you see the device on the wall. It's within the wall. It turns left and right into the wall.
Okay. How big is this? How big are the holes in the portcullis?
It does not specify. I would assume no more than there's enough to reach your arm through, but not enough. It's just too far. The portcullis is too far from the wheel to actually reach it.
What if we used some rope?
Try that. I have rope.
Like some sort of lasso.
Right, a lasso. Stick your arm through and spin it around, and
There
the end of it,
is
and then-
a horizontal crossbar on the portcullis, but you might be able to at least move it enough that someone could fit under it and then spin it the rest of the way.
Exactly, voice in my mind.
Oh, we're doing well. Yes.
I guess we can try that. Yes. The person who goes under though would have to go under the water.
Oh,
Ew.
Is this water is gross? You said I missed.
Yes,
the
it's
water.
about
Mhm.
2 feet deep of water, and it is stagnant and not pleasing to the eye.
And
Lovely.
you're only 3 feet tall. So
Murky water.
That's right.
Yes,
my-
it goes
My
up to
boots
your
are
chest.
already soaked, so I can do it if you'd like. Or Benjiro.
I mean, I can
Yeah, I
try.
see your chats. I'm just busy with DM stuff. Yes, you may
Chats.
try. If you want to try and lasso the wheel through the portcullis, let's call that a sleight of hand check. That seems like it's going to take some precise movements. Of course. I'm keeping an eye on the chat box, don't worry.
What chat box?
Jonathan, we're live on Twitch.
I think some secrets are being
Oh.
spread.
I forgot about Twitch.
We're just doing Curse of Strahd right now. My life is very busy.
Well, who would like to try and throw this rope onto the lever?
I guess I can try.
Great.
But yeah, I'll try. I probably won't be too good at it, but I'll try.
Do I have
Here,
OC, like original
Let
character?
me tie that for you.
Yes.
I'll
There you
tie a
go.
little lasso knot so that you can pull it, and if you pull the rope, it will be tight.
Just let me know whoever wants to actually make that check. Everyone here is
I'll do
playing as their
it.
own OC. I am leaving Curse of Strahd pretty much as is, though, for storyline stuff. I'm going to change some things that don't make much sense, but I'm not going to add any characters at the very least. I've also got plenty for my own games, too. Yeah, alright, so Benjiro, you've got your lasso. You can try and sticking your arm through the portcullis, holding the rope in your
You
hand.
went robot mode.
Yeah, you
Oh.
went robot mode.
Hello, testing 1 2 3. How is my voice?
You're
Getting
back.
better now.
I'm back. Okay.
You're back.
Must have been a cloud. You can stick your arm through the portcullis with the lasso rope, and you can try and toss it over one of the wheel spokes if you'd like.
Yeah. What?
Sleight of
What's
hand.
that? Sleight of hand.
Oh, you
Let's-
draw OC, do art. That's cool. I don't know. If... Yeah, sure. I don't know how I can see it, but I'd look at that. That's cool.
I rolled bad.
8. Not great. No. You're having a difficult time with the angle and also with your natural size, getting the proper angle to toss the lasso over.
I'm too tall.
Yes.
Man.
You'll
Your Instagram.
probably
Cool.
need to let Reginald do it, which means getting your
Yeah, I'll take a
overall
look at that when I
soaked.
have some time. Thank you for sharing.
All right, Reginald, you can try.
Of course.
Oh, sure. I'll give it a
Uh,
shot.
I'm a bit too tall.
Okay, Reginald's
like
now going to
to-
try.
I guess
Alright,
so.
Reginald, you can give it a
Yeah.
few throws.
I'll give it a toss. Oops.
Oops, indeed.
It's the water here is a little bit high.
Yeah,
I'm not
it
sure why
is.
you thought this would be good for
We
me
need
to
like
do now
a
that I'm standing in
medium.
it.
We need like a medium-sized person between my height and your height.
It's a bit hard to get my arm through here and throw this thing over while I'm almost drowning. Anyways.
Okay.
Maybe. I'll have to take a look.
Can I just try again?
You want to try again? Sure.
Let me just try again. Let me just try again. It's fine.
We'll get through this eventually. Your plan is coherent enough with the rope that it will eventually work. So whatever's the dice rolls, they have no stakes, so I don't care. You'll eventually do well
Damn it.
enough. If you
Give me
want,
the
you
rope,
can
let me
just do that.
try.
I don't have an Instagram. I deleted most of my social medias because I hate them. You can
Okay,
try it enough.
here.
You'll eventually have enough to do this through. So we can just
Buddy,
bypass
line
the
up.
silly part of the game where we dice roll until
Nope,
somebody
not
gets a
me.
high enough roll.
Wait,
Or you can
one
do
more
the silly
try.
part of the game and get a high enough roll. Whatever you prefer.
That's a 13.
as I was saying, you'll eventually get it, regardless of what the DC
Yeah.
is. This is a roll with no
Just take-
stakes. You have come up
just
with a
take some
plan
time.
that is good enough that it will eventually work.
Cool.
Yay, we did it! Alright, let
Um,
me...
I don't have a public Discord. I do have a YouTube account, which I'm going to post these VODs to, I guess, if you're looking for something. It should just be
Elco,
the same
do
as
you
my
want me
Twitch
to go
name.
under there, or do you want to go under there?
I'll
Yeah.
go first.
So
if
your
that's all
rope,
right.
you loop it around the final peg in the wheel and pull back on it. And that turns it by about a quarter turn. You can hear and see the portcullis lift slightly. It is enough that now somebody could swim under it, but you will have to fully submerge yourself in the water to do so.
That sounds bad. Can I try to push it more now that it's given a little bit of way?
You can
Use
you want to
strength
try and lift it more? Yeah,
to,
you
like,
can
lift
give
it
your
higher
athletics
up.
another try. Sure, I'll reduce the DC slightly.
We can do it. Oh, 14.
14. Unfortunately, not enough to aid with the lifting any in this case. But as I said, someone can still swim under it.
All right, I'll hold it in place. I think we're gonna have to send someone under to twist it.
I don't really have a public email
Reginald,
like that to use.
Under.
I'm sorry. I'll check out your Instagram though.
Well, I'll go.
Reginald going to swim underneath.
All right, be very
All he has to
careful.
do is duck his head a little bit. It's fine.
Yes.
That might not be the best plan.
Is that your plan, Reginald?
Okay, well, he's in. He's in.
There
Okay.
it goes.
It's not pleasant. Under the water. I don't know if
Just
you're the
keep your
type
mouth
of swimmer
closed.
who can open your eyes underwater or not, but let's assume that you opt not to do that. It is somewhat slimy at the bottom. You feel a substance clinging to your skin as you move through it. But you can squeeze under the portcullis and emerge on the other side, covered from head to toe in this nasty, nasty water.
This is disgusting.
I'll make an Instagram account and message you if I'm interested. How about that? Yeah, you can make your way through to the other end of the portcullis. If you'd like now, you have full access to the wheel, and you can turn it.
I will
Wheel.
turn the wheel.
The wheel.
Pull the lever, Kronk.
All right, you're going to give that
Specifically, I'll
portcullis a
turn it
turn.
the way that makes the portcullis go up.
Yes, it is to the left. You do not see yourself in, yes. You spin the wheel, and the portcullis will slowly but surely lift, and everybody else can now enter the room.
Oh,
Let's get
Mr.
down to the
Nasty
water.
I'm gonna go up these stairs now. This place is filthy.
Yes.
Your
No one
sacrifice
wants
won't be
to be in the
forgotten.
water. Too bad.
What's
Gross
the
water.
what's the deal with the pile of skeletons in the corner?
I'll have to make an account. That is the cave with the refuse from the description. Yes, you can see. Where's in the description here? Here it is. A breach in the west wall leads to a dark cave heaped with refuse. That is that cave. The rats, which are occasionally moving about in this room, seem to mostly be hanging out there and gnawing on rotten and desiccated flesh within a mound of mossy debris.
Where are the rats?
They're sort of all over. They're mostly there, like I said, but there are some which occasionally swim through the water here and scurry about the floors.
Some just
I
having a
thought-
pool party.
Yes, exactly. They're having a pool party.
Can I pick up a rat?
Yes, you can pick up a rat. The rats here are not used to having predators, so it is surprisingly easy for you to just grab and pick up a rat. It squirms in your hand somewhat, but is certainly not strong enough to escape on its own. You have a rat.
He's
What's
a
going
rat
on
guy.
in this? What's going on in this middle area? It looks like there's a table or something, like an altar.
I do not
sort of
use
thing.
TikTok. There is a large dais in the middle of the room. Stairs
Oh, that's a
ascend
dais,
it on
okay.
either side. Yes, you can go and stand on it if you want. There is also a blood-stoked altar at the top of it.
Right. Well, seems that all signs are pointing towards the center of the room. So, who would
Pointing
like
towards
to
the
touch
blood-soaked
the
altar?
altar? Yeah.
Well,
the
last
thing
time
with
I
all the blood on
investigated
it.
something, I got my butt kicked.
Ah. Oh boy. Well,
I'll check it out.
I suppose I've been doing lots of things. I'll go with you, Elco.
Mm-hmm.
Do a quick hop.
I will follow, but I'm gonna try to avoid any rats that are swimming around.
Okay. There's not too many, so it's not that difficult, thankfully.
Ew.
All right. All right. A few of you ascend to the top of the dais in the middle of this room. As you do so, the chanting rises once more as 13 dark apparitions appear on the ledges overlooking the room. Each one resembles a black-robed figure holding a torch, but the torch's fire is black and seems to draw light into it. Where you'd expect to see faces are voids. One must die, they chant over and over. One must die. One must die.
Rat.
Just one of them?
What?
He's gonna bring the rat over. He's gonna bring
Yeah,
the rat over. He's bringing the rat.
Yeah. Yeah. If
Okay,
it's just gonna
uh,
be like, if it's not gonna be specific.
Please
You
stab
run
that
over
rat.
with a rat in your hand.
What? I'm not stabbing a rat.
Ooh, I don't want to stab the rat.
I'll stab a rat.
Oh, okay, Benjiro, please
Are we gonna
stab
stab
the
the
rat.
rat?
I'm scared of him.
Wait. Okay. I don't have a problem with stabbing a rat. But why are we listening to what these weird chanting voices are telling us to do?
One
Because
must
he wants
to
die.
stab
One must
yes,
die.
I want to get out of here, but like this is completing some kind of occult ritual that's going to get us out of here. What if it just makes something worse happen?
I feel like if we don't do it, something worse will happen.
That's right. If you don't take risks, you never learn anything new.
I've taken a lot of risks and I've learned a lot of things, but most of them, I'll like point out my leg injury. Sometimes it doesn't work out right. I'm just saying maybe we should be cautious before we hastily make a decision.
Okay, fair point. Can I inspect this altar?
The altar, as previously described, it is carved with hideous depictions of grasping ghouls and is stained with dry blood.
Does it have any sort of symbols or anything on it that might indicate magical in nature or a ritual of some sort?
Well, it is stained with dry blood, which implies one thing.
Yeah, I got that one.
And the chanting.
But other than the ghouls, that is all that you would be able to see upon it.
Is there anything on the dais?
The dais is empty except for the dried blood.
The pile of bones over there, do you think there's anything useful in there? I don't really want to go over there. But...
Yeah, I don't either. Maybe it's just bones.
The chant
I mean, I can-
continues.
I
One
can
must
look.
die. One must die.
I wonder how long they'll keep this up.
I don't know. You can stab a rat if you'd like to get them to stop. I will stand here with my shield and try to hit whatever comes out of this pool.
Actually, I already got a guy who gave me a bunch of banners and stuff already, but thank you for the offer.
Do
You're
I know
holding your
anything
shield
about-
aloft.
Would I know anything about one of these rituals? Like, would I know anything about a similar ritual or something of that nature?
Well, John, you can make an intelligence religion check or a wisdom insight check.
I will do. Or is it religion?
Can I do the insight? Is that possible?
Sure.
Cool.
Normal. Religion.
Religion. Insight. Okay. Benjiro, you just aren't sure what these goats want. Reginald, you can infer by the amazing combination of the apparitions screeching that one must die and the bloodstain on the altar that they want you to kill something on the altar.
But I don't know what will happen.
No.
Well, my suspicions have been confirmed.
What do they want?
I may
They
take
want us to
a-
kill something.
Oh.
I've seen rituals just like this one before in books.
That is from the module. In case you can't figure out what they want you to do, they will let you make a check for it.
Cool.
I might take a peek over at these bones, see if there's anything besides the marrow the rats are gnawing at.
You see that it is a sunken, most of this mound here of detritus is sort of sunken under the water, but it is interwoven with these bones, rotten flesh, the rats and their nests that they've made within it, and these twisting, creeping vines which move through it and into the flesh and gorge themselves fat upon the nutrition to be found here in the decay.
There are
Sovanna,
moving vines, or are the rats moving like vines?
There are vines. There are also rats. The rats are moving. The vines are not.
Okay. Okay.
Stay away from the pile, please.
Yeah. Just making sure there's nothing of note. It's gonna happen over there.
Weird.
My
Um,
imagination's running wild right now. We're gonna kill something, and all the bones are gonna come together and turn into a giant bone monster and kill us.
Perhaps it's time we stab that rat.
Levin
You know
is
what?
going
Sure.
to nod. He said,
Sovanna,
I'm getting tired of this noise.
Actually,
I'm gonna-
Sovanna, do you want to make a nature check?
Oh, sure.
Elco, are you stepping off of the dais?
I'd like to swap places with Sovanna if possible to get her
Okay.
further
Yeah,
away from.
that's fine. I'll just
That's
put
Sovanna,
one near Levin.
the vines in that pile, the
Mhm.
way they were moving through it, it's almost as if they were holding it all together. You are suspicious.
Gross.
Hey, that pile's suspicious. Why are
Hmm.
there vines in it?
But for the
Suspicious.
moment, it's not doing anything at the very least.
I'm just
What
gonna
do you
kill
mean
this rat.
suspicious?
I'm
Okay,
still
but if
holding the
anything
rat.
happens with those vines and the bones, don't
do
say
you
I didn't
mean?
warn you.
All right,
Hand me the rat.
I want to
No.
look at the bones now.
Reginald, don't get too
Hand-
close.
Hand me the rat.
No, wait. Something is suspicious over here.
Boy.
And it's not just because, like, I'm saying stuff that smells bad, and it's not because it's rotten flesh.
Because there's vines.
See.
Vines should not be down here.
Exactly.
So there's rats and vines, and what else is in here?
Bones and poop
Dead bodies.
and poop water.
And dead bodies, yes.
Lots of poop water.
Dead bodies.
I'm gonna stab the rat.
No, wait, don't stab that rat just yet.
Did you stab the
Hold on,
rat?
Benjiro.
I'm holding the rat.
Do you
still.
stab the rat?
Put the rat on the altar.
I wouldn't do it
So
yet.
many rats.
Wait. By golly, gee whiz, Jiminy Cricket.
He's gonna pat the rat on the head before he lays it down on the altar.
Okay.
No, don't stab that rat yet.
You hold the rat down on the altar.
Oh my gosh, we need to inspect
I
these
stab
vines
it.
first.
All right,
By
you,
golly, if we're gonna
Benjiro
kill this
stabs the
rat, we're gonna
rat.
make it halal.
The rat's blood drips onto the dais, and it lets out a squeak before it slumps over. After you stab this rat, the apparitions vanish and fade away, but that tireless chant that they were doing before picks up once again, echoing throughout the dungeon, and now sourceless once again. He is the ancient. He is the land. He is the ancient. He is the land.
See, nothing bad happened. They left us alone.
Why did they stop chanting that earlier then?
Oh, we stepped on the
Dramatic
center,
pause.
I believe.
Oh, just dramatic pause. Okay.
Well, yeah, also that.
Can I inspect these vines? What makes them weird?
Oh my god.
You can make a nature check if you want.
Oh. Yes. I want to know what makes the vines weird. Or see if I can figure it out at least. Oh, probably
And-
not.
Looks like vines. Looks like a plant to you. There's lots of water
What if
here,
I-
probably why they grew so much.
What if I dig into the pile a little bit?
Do you want to do that?
Yeah.
You sort of stick your hands. I'm going to remind you, the pile is like rotten flesh and rat nests and dung
Gonna
in
get
this
a
garbage
disease.
water.
You're gonna get
But
diseases.
you are welcome
Please
to
step away.
stick your hands in it if you want.
Hold on. I probably
Step
have
away.
something for this. Let's see. What do I have for this? I have a crowbar. Can I use the crowbar to this way I don't have to stick my hands in it to like pull away some of the stuff and see if there's something underneath it?
You want to stick your crowbar into it? You can.
Sure.
All right.
Well, I want to like try to like use the crowbar to pull things back, see if
Right,
there's
of
something
course.
inside the
Yeah,
pile.
you stick your crowbar into this mound and try to pry away part of it. Almost reflexively, a section of the entire pile moves forward and swings itself towards you. Thankfully, well, you were unaware of it, so that's a 25 to hit you.
Me?
Yes.
I don't know. That might. I think that. Let me check my AC real quick.
Your AC is 14. That hits. You take
Can I?
10 bludgeoning damage as you
Sentinel?
are smacked with
Oh, what's
Sentinel.
Sentinel.
What does that do?
You want to hit it?
Yeah, it's gonna hit him. I want to hit it.
Okay, this is happening. All right. It smacks back Reginald, who takes 10 damage.
God
You can make an
fucking damn
attack against it too.
All right, here we go.
God damn it.
I hope this was the monster.
19.
That hits.
5 piercing damage.
Okay, you deal 5 piercing damage to the sleeping creature, which is now very awake.
Uh-oh. Reginald.
The
I
entire
told you to
mound.
leave it alone.
The entire mound shambles and rises and pulls itself from the floor, towering over all of you. The corpses and flesh within it moving as the vines animate itself, and it pulls itself forward as it angrily looms over you, ready to crush you in one move of its large body. Roll initiative, you dum-dums.
Elco, it's alive.
Hey, I got away
God.
from it.
Reginald,
think it's
why are you so
alive.
curious?
I tried.
We still killed the rat. I mean, I simply made a nature check and then I walked away and I followed orders.
Yes, good.
I had to
I
know.
like
I had to know.
Well, now you know.
Okay, as
It
a
seemed like it
reminder,
was-
this portcullis is open.
Yeah.
As
Did it
the
seem
thing
like it was
looms over you,
resistant
you
to
all...
piercing?
No, but it looks like you barely harmed it at all just because of how massive and tough it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
As a reminder,
Hey,
this
it's-
portcullis
yeah.
is open. You
As a
all
reminder-
instinctively feel a shiver down your spine as this creature pulls itself forward and looms towards all of you. Reginald, you're first.
I don't know about you guys, but I think there's a spirit trying to tell us to leave here.
As Nick and John, we fought one of these guys at level 11.
Yeah, we did. It was pretty
we
hard.
You remember
had
when
a
I told
feeling,
you
but I-
guys that if you're dumb, bad things are going to happen?
Oh yeah.
I don't know what you're
Anyways,
talking about,
Reginald,
Peter.
it's your turn.
You told me to make a nature check. I made a nature check and I walked away.
I saw the flaw in Reginald's character sheet. I know why he did this.
I have an idea.
Oh, God.
Quick, use the portcullis to kill it. And I'm going to disengage and run towards the portcullis.
SpongeBob, I have an idea. Let's leave.
All right.
I can only move that far, but I did disengage because I don't remember what its reach is. So I'm just
Okay.
that's my turn.
Are you sure you can't move further than that?
Peter, I can't make a bag of holding until a long rest.
Oh, you're encumbered.
So,
Oh.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, that's bad. Sovanna.
Yeah.
I am going to exit the premises.
Okay.
Do I need to go around Levin and Reginald to do movement, or am I good to just like straight ahead?
You can move through an allied space, but they count as difficult terrain.
Okay. Let's see.
I'll be right back. I need to restart my computer.
Yeah,
Sure.
that's
This
fine.
reminds me, I need to tell you guys that I do have a house guest coming, in probably like around 4 minutes. They said they're gonna get here around 8 my time. I'll have to let them in and show them where the bathroom is and stuff once they get here. So there will be a quick break at
Word.
some point, very abruptly.
How much does
Yeah.
Reginald weigh?
Not much.
Well, he's encumbered.
He is encumbered, so he has a lot of stuff in his pockets. Yeah, he's got 87.7 pounds of garbage in his pockets.
My God.
Okay.
Where did he even get it? Where did all
Brought it
this
with
stuff
him, I
come
guess.
from?
How much does he weigh?
At least 100 pounds in total with that stuff. Probably like 130 or 140, I guess.
How much strength do you need to pick up someone like that?
Well, so if you picked him up, that would add 140 pounds to your weight in your inventory, right?
Yeah.
So just as a hypothetical, if I go into your inventory and I go into your thing and I add Reginald as an item to your inventory, and I say he weighs 140 pounds, we can see that that puts you over your carrying capacity. So you would not be
Yeah.
able to carry him.
Okay.
That would make me immobile.
We're going to unequip Reginald and then delete him. Okay. There you go.
I'm equipped for Reginald.
What happened to John?
His computer restarted.
Yeah, he's resetting his
Oh.
computer.
Okay.
He died.
I went to go find the kitten, and I came back to no John.
Oops.
Is it my turn? Or is it Sovanna's turn?
Do you have anything else you want to do,
No.
Sovanna? That's it?
No, I'm just
Okay.
exiting the premises.
You can dash if you'd like to move further.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that.
Okay.
That should get me. I'll just exit the room and wait for everyone.
Okay. 11.
Can I drag Reginald? Or is he still too heavy?
A person can
Fixed.
push, drag, if he allows you. You can push, drag, or lift an object in pounds up to twice your carrying capacity.
Are you trying to carry me?
Yeah.
Probably a good idea.
Alright. He is gonna grab Reginald by his little
Your
hand.
movement
He's
speed is halved while dragging, but you can do it.
Is dragging him an action?
No. No.
So I can drag him and
Oh,
then
but wait,
dash.
he's smaller than you, so you can move him at your normal speed. Never mind.
Oh, cool.
Okay. So I can dash, and that's what, 60 feet?
Mm-hmm.
Correct?
Yes.
Alright. Reginald and I, over here.
Alright.
We're gonna go past Sovanna.
But Levin, someone needs to drop the portcullis on the shambling mound.
There are still 2 people in there.
Oh, righto. Okay. Aha.
I mean, do we think it's gonna fit? Would it fit? Would it even fit through the portcullis? Like,
We
it's
might get a tentacle.
I don't think we're gonna rank or this thing.
There could be a vine. We could take it back to study.
You can
take
try
you
that.
back to study when you're a corpse.
It's really funny you saw his plot, anyways. Is that all, Levin?
Indeed.
Okay. Benjiro is next.
I would like to.
Get out of here, Benji.
I will. I'd like to do command on it. I want it to halt.
Okay. Yeah, alright. That's a wisdom save, right?
Yeah, my DC is 13.
Okay. Let me check one thing. It is just a creature. Okay. Well, it's no if the target is undead if it doesn't understand your language. Does the thing understand your language? It does not have languages, so it would not understand your language, which you could probably guess since it is a mound.
Well, it has body parts in it. You don't know.
Lots of things have body parts in them. I have a body part in me because I ate some steak for dinner.
I think
Yeah,
it's
and you can
good.
understand me, right?
Not
I think
because
it's
I
just a
ate the
plant,
steak.
though.
What
It's
a
got the
shot.
I
body
can understand
split
cows now, right?
No.
right.
Okay, fine.
What if Benjiro could speak with plants though?
I can't, but that'd be cool.
If it would work, then it
Um,
would work. But it doesn't work, so it doesn't work.
You know, that works for a lot of things. Or it doesn't.
Okay. I guess I'll just leave. I guess. So, the question is, how will we close the door?
I'll handle it.
Okay. 5, 10, 20, 25, 30. I will be ready right here.
Man, night rains out. Alright, you're right there. All done? Elco is next.
Well, initiative might have saved my life. I'm gonna disengage and action
Maybe.
surge dash.
Oh, okay, alright, using the action surge. Good idea.
Yep. That'll get me here because I have 20 feet of movement. And I will stand here. Can I close the portcullis from where I am without an action?
You could use your object interaction to just spin the wheel, and then I'd
Oh,
let
yeah.
you. But so the thing is, you'd be trying to get under the portcullis before it closes. So
Okay, I like that. I like kicking the wheel and jumping.
I
That
need an
sounds cool.
athletics check.
Oh,
I
fucking
recommend
hell, I might get stuck
succeeding.
here with it. All right. I can use
14.
my journal inspiration if needed.
If you want. Do you want?
Well, do I have to take the new result?
That's a great
I
question.
thought you got to know if you succeeded or not before.
Inspiration is a game rule asking for your players, but it's true thingy. You can spend your time. Spending your inspiration gives you advantage on that roll. So you can use it to get
Okay.
advantage.
Take the higher.
Pathfinder is what lets you re-roll a check completely.
Okay.
We just use it wrong because it's more fun in Pathfinder. Okay, 13.
Ooh.
Well, luckily
I'll
for
take
you,
the
a 14 is good enough. So.
Okay.
It
That'll
does
work.
not close that quickly, so you kick it, and it the weight of it carries it downwards, and you're able to
Can I
move
help
out of the
track him?
way and shut the thingy out of the way. Okay. All right.
I'll help you up out of the water.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yikes! I haven't moved that fast in years.
All right.
Oh my god.
Years.
On its turn, the shambling mound shambles forward, dashing to get that far, but it's. You hear the metal groan as it slams itself against the portcullis. It's holding it, at least for now. You might want to get a move on, though.
Let's get that to fair.
Please back up.
Sounds like
Please
a
back up.
plan.
Step out of the initiative order. It just held back for the moment, as long as you're leaving.
Yep. We're
We are
leaving.
Alright.
exiting the premises.
All right.
All right.
But it's right there. We could just
Going up.
stay a little while, take some notes,
Could
and
somebody
then...
pick him
No.
up by the scruff?
Yeah, you know what? Actually, yeah, I'm gonna pick up Reginald, and we're going.
Okay, he does weigh an
Pick up like
estimated
kitten.
130, 140 pounds.
He's a
Let's see.
heavy gnome.
He has a lot of stuff.
Carrying
He's
a
not
lot of
heavy, but his
stuff.
backpack is crammed full. That's why he can hardly move.
Okay,
It's got a
I
lot
am
of
going to
things
give
in
the
it.
backpack to Elco, and I'm only going to
No.
carry Reginald.
His backpack will encumber me. I'm
Oh my
already
God.
encumbered because I have a big backpack. full of
Jesus
crap.
Christ!
Got like 2 strength.
Okay, who here is not encumbered?
I mean, I'm not, but I
Not
got like 2
encumbered.
strength.
I've
I am
also
not.
got
I have a -1 in strength checks.
Did you just not bring your packs with you?
I have my pack. It's just not that heavy.
Well, how heavy is your armor?
My armor is 20 pounds.
Mine's 45.
Jesus Christ. Okay, you know what?
Like $2.
I'm just gonna push him. I'm just gonna put Reginald in
I
front,
love the
and I'm just
variant
gonna
strength
push him.
rule. I love variant encumbrance because it makes strength a useful thing to have. Amazing.
It does it in an annoying way, but I like it.
There is no other way,
Okay.
unfortunately, that I could think of.
I'm just gonna drag him then. I'm just gonna
That's
grab
fine.
his backpack and he's going
That
to
works.
hit
You
his butt
can
on every
drag
single stair.
him. Yes.
Use it
Okay.
as a lure.
I won't resist. I'll go with. I'm just an
Alright.
inquisitive little guy, okay?
I'm just a little guy.
All right, you can drag him back up the stairs if you'd like.
I like to
you
be an
can-
alive guy, you know?
You wouldn't hurt a little guy, would you?
All right,
I would.
you ascend the stairs once
I
more.
would.
Where's your plan on where you're heading now?
I
It
mean, I
seems
guess
as
you
if
could
you've
investigate those rooms now.
it seems as
I
if
don't think
you've
I've been on this
appeased
floor.
the echoes of the cultists to some degree. It has been quite
I
a
don't know
while
what
down
that
here.
did for us.
You could
Well,
keep
I'm leaving the
exploring the
basement.
basement, or you could check the top level again, and perhaps something has changed now that you've done that thing.
Oh,
Okay,
Oh gosh.
I'm gonna stand here.
Yeah. Are these the stairs that we found in the attic?
Come up.
Oh yeah, you didn't see this. This is back on the middle basement level. There are round stairs that
I don't
go
think I was
back up
even
to the
on
attic.
the middle basement level ever.
You were, yeah, you weren't. You've never seen this before technically as a player.
Ah, gotcha.
That's the trap where I fell and broke my leg. Again.
Your other leg?
Yeah, Benjiro fixed me, it's fine. Okay,
Do we want to keep running
Ooh.
or explore more?
feel like we should, at least look around,
This
see if we
music's a
see anything
little-
else
A little spicy. I'm gonna shut it up.
that's important.
Okay, you step there.
Oh, God.
Flippy over here. All right.
I'm gonna fall through the
Um,
floor again.
When you reach the midpoint of this four-way tunnel intersection, there is a bursting from the earth in the tunnels around you. You see blue-skinned, desiccated humanoids claw their way up from the ground, and move as they reach towards you with their clawed hands to attack.
Alright, the tunnels are occupied.
I guess I'll put that song back on I just turned off.
Well, what's happening?
I'll do a different
we
one.
can't have anything in
Let's
this
do
building.
Nope.
All right. Guess what? Roll initiative
Oh,
again.
gosh.
Cool, now I can use my action, sir. Oh, no. I
Nope.
used it.
Oops. That's wrong.
1, 2, 3, 4. I
Wonder-
still
I need to
need
play
a
with
roll from.
How
I need a
to
roll
distinguish which one.
from Levin.
Oh, sorry, hold on.
I forgive you.
I was distracted by my cat.
It's okay. Okay. Top of initiative is Reginald. Reginald, you are
Can't
first
really
to
see
go.
shit.
No, you can't. You're
Nope.
kind of in the back.
Can I like move through and see? How does that work? Or can I just
Um,
not see anything?
What's your movements? Yeah, there's too many people in the hallway for you to get through. You're not a Lightfoot halfling, so you cannot move through them. At least not easily enough for this purpose.
You could
You're
dash
not
and get through
stuck
if you
right
wanted to, but
Well, what's your movement speed right now,
Am I
Reginald?
like on the stairs? Why is
Yeah,
it
you're on
just
a
black in front
staircase.
of me?
You're on a
Oh.
staircase, so you can't see up at the top of the staircase, but there's what it looks like at the top of the staircase. Just so your information. There.
If you change something, I didn't see it, but I moved my token so I can see what it looks
That's
like.
that.
But
Yeah, that's that.
Can I look around the corner?
That's you looking around the corner.
Oh, well then can I do a spell?
Sure.
I just want to create a bonfire on that monster.
All right, works. The watching
That's it.
humanoid will make
He's got a
a
tactic and he's gonna stick
dexterity
to it.
save. Gets a
Yeah.
17.
I'll succeed.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Fire will blossom though. Okay. One of these undead creatures will press against the back of the other as it tries to reach the flesh it wants. Elco.
I will use my rapier against against this one.
Okay, go ahead and make an attack roll. Nope.
Got a 1. That's all.
Your rapier sticks in the dirt wall here. Sovanna.
If I attack, is it gonna get disadvantage because of where I am at? Or
Depends on which one you're attacking.
probably the one like directly in front of Elco.
That one you can attack just fine.
Okay.
Which one?
Then, yeah,
Shit, is there more
I'll
than
probably-
one?
Yes.
I could see like a little hint of a token on the other side. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna try guiding bolt. See what happens.
All right.
Let's.
That'll be an attack
Toss a little
roll.
spell
It's all or
slot.
nothing. A 24 does hit. All right, so you can roll that damage.
Thank God. There we go.
Okay, a
So
9
9
radiant
radiant
damage. Okay. As you strike this mic. Okay, there we go. As this bolt shoots forth from your fingers and impacts this creature, it recoils back as it is burned by the radiant energy. And it also begins to be outlined by a faint yellow light, detailing its movements clearly, granting advantage on the next attack roll against it, as denoted by this yellow circle. You have bonus action and movement if you'd like.
Doesn't look like there's much place to move. I think that'll just be my turn.
Alright. The ghoul... So wait, which one is that? That must be the one that's in the square because I can't see it. Yes, it is. Okay. Alright, this undead pulls itself free from the ground, and with a rasp as the radiant energy burns it in the middle of the fire, it's going to claw at Elco. It lashes out at you. Does a 13 hit?
No.
No, good thing I didn't have advantage because that was a crit on the other one. Benjiro is next.
Wait, is that the one in the fire?
It is. It did not move because it's very dumb, so make another dex save.
Where's the... Bam.
Which it succeeds the 19.
Oof, okay. Dexterous boy.
Okay, I'm gonna try to attack the one around this corner.
Okay,
But
it'll have
probably have a higher AC.
it'll have half cover because you can see half of it.
Okay. Stabbity stab.
23 does hit.
Cool.
All right,
9 piercing.
Ooh, 9 piercing damage as your rapier cuts into it. You feel muscle and tear and give way as it hisses and roars out. You have a bonus action movement if you'd like.
Let's see. I If I move over here, would that get an opportunity attack from this one?
Yes, you have to step. You get wait. Yes, it would. Yeah, from that one. Yeah, because you have to move through Elco's space.
Okay. Would that help you, Elco?
Somewhat.
Okay. So I will do
As long as
that.
it misses.
Okay, it will try to claw you.
Okay.
I got a 10.
Alright.
That will miss.
I
Yeah.
will sentinel that claw attack.
Okay.
17.
17 does hit. Yes. Can deal
9.
9 more damage to it. All right, a second strike. It's looking very ragged from those 2 wounds. It should be dispatched easily with the next blow, hopefully.
Cool.
Hopefully.
I know how my build is
More
gonna be
than-
now.
It's more than 1 HP, but maybe only 2.
No, you're wrong. It's neither of those is the correct amount. All done,
Hooray!
Benjiro?
Are you telling me
Levin.
it doesn't
No,
have
I'm
more
not
than
Benjiro.
1?
Yeah, I'm done.
Levin Vosk is next.
He's gonna step through Sovanna to stand
Okay.
here.
That uses 15 total feet of
And-
movement.
Yes. He's gonna use Channel Divinity to cast Turn Undead.
Oh, sweet.
Cleric doing cleric stuff. All right. So go ahead and link that. So each undead that can see or hear you within 30 feet of you must make a wisdom saving throw. So Reginald, since you're secretly a ghoul, that'll include you. That's,
Oh,
that's a
no.
joke.
I knew it.
I was a vampire
It's
this
a
whole
wisdom
time.
saving throw. Okay, wisdom.
I knew
We're gonna do these in reading order, so that's the one to fire first. So that one got a 19, so it succeeds, I'm imagining. That
That's
is
a wise
NPC
ghoul.
initiative. I did not mean to do that. Did that actually change its spot? Any? It probably did. Damn it.
It'd be like when I sent Peter the message and said, "So what if I was Alucard?"
7, 17, 14. It was a 10. Okay, it didn't change it at much at all. That one was on 10, and I just changed to 11, so I really could have just not messed with it. Okay. Trying again. Wisdom save. Wisdom save. Wisdom save. Okay, so it was a 19. It's a success. What is your DC for that?
My spell
Ability.
DC.
13?
Well, yeah, mine's 12.
Yours is 12. Your DC is 12. Okay. Yeah, your wisdom is +2, +2. So yeah, it's 12. Okay, they all succeed then. The lowest one they got was
Aw.
the lowest result they got was a 12.
Use some
So-
wise ghouls.
Unfortunately, the darkness of this place, your god's power does not pierce it in this moment. They are not turned. You have a bonus action and 15 more feet of movement, I think, if you'd like it.
If you guys move, I can do something. You don't have to get out of the way.
Where do you want me to move?
At least 10 feet away from me.
I can move back, but I would rather. Yeah, I can move back. I'll move back. I'll move back,
You retreat,
and then
but not in a cowardly way.
no. Can I do anything else?
You have a bonus
guess I-
action. You did not cast a spell, so
I'm gonna cast. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm gonna save that.
all
Yeah,
right,
he's good.
saving it. Okay. All right. This ghoul is going to try to claw at Elco, the one to the south. That is a 7, no. And this ghoul is going to try and get past its friend, which it can't. We're back to the top of initiative with Reginald once more.
Aha! I can now. Oh wait, no. You're still standing there now. Okay. I thought you'd moved.
Yeah,
Ow.
there is. Yeah, well.
Okay. Well,
you
that's my
can
turn.
You do nothing?
There's.
Just kind of stuck
Do you
back
not
there.
have,
I
like, a
can't do
crossbow?
anything.
Yeah.
I thought Levin moved, so I was gonna move up, but I guess Levin moved back. So
Yeah.
there's
Okay.
not really much I can do.
Okay.
I can take the dodge action.
Okay, I know. That ghoul is stuck behind its friend. Elco's turn.
Okay. I will. I'll hit the one to this one. So I don't remember the cardinal direction.
Mm-hmm. Give me 1 second. I'll be right
Sorry,
back.
I got in your way again.
Oh, it's okay.
21 with a.
No big deal.
6.
I'll stay safe and sound where I'm at.
26 to hit with, or 21 to hit with 6 damage to this one. Oh right, he's letting someone in to his house.
Oh, yeah, I thought I heard my door, but I did not. I'm back. Alright, so you are using your rapier to attack. You got a 21, that hits. Were you attacking the one to your right or to that is below you?
Below.
Okay, a 6 damage to that one. Alright, you finish that one off with your rapier. It is fallen over to the floor and does not move again.
Alright.
Can you move?
Me?
Yes.
Yeah, I suppose I could.
At
I'll
least 10 feet away from me.
10 feet away? Down here?
That's only 5 feet.
Then no, I can't.
You can't get like behind Levin.
Mm,
Could you get behind me?
I could, but I'd take an attack of opportunity. I'm gonna stay here. But you can damage me. It's fine.
You
Hold on.
can make it behind 11.
Then you can move
would
down if you
take an
want.
attack of
Okay,
opportunity.
I'll move here. That's the end of my turn.
Okay, then it is Sovanna's turn.
Alright, am I 10 feet away? Or do I need to move back to beside Levin?
Well, you'll have to move back.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just scooch myself where I can't see anything.
Benjiro's just a danger to everyone around them.
Yeah,
I'm just
it's a
kidding.
problem.
Take
We're all just in the corner.
You know,
I can take it.
whatever Benjiro orders, I do.
Okay. Is that all you'd like to do?
Yeah.
Okay.
I trust that Benji will
the
do something.
ghoul in the fire is going to move forwards. It's going to... I'm going to roll for it. Benjiro, do you want to be odds or evens?
Odd.
Good
It's
choice.
going to attack you.
I
Oh.
knew it.
Claws
Bad
you.
choice.
20.
Yeah, that'll hit me.
Okay, you'll take 8 slashing damage as claws rake across you, and I need you to make a DC
Sentinel.
10 Constitution
Natural 20.
saving throw. Natural 20.
Oh,
Oh,
damn.
sorry, what? What
I
did
need
you
you
say?
to make a DC 10 con save.
Oh, okay.
I
20, alright. You feel as its creature's claws graze you, your body begin to lock up, but you're able to tough through whatever affliction this is. You do not become paralyzed.
Ooh, yikes. Do you think that this sentinel would trigger before damage is dealt?
I makes an attack against a target other than you. So it's when it makes an attack. So I think the general rule is that reactions happen before their trigger, because otherwise counterspell would not work. So yeah, it would. So
Okay.
you can do damage.
10 damage.
You do not kill it,
All right.
but you do get it close. All right, you deal a hearty blow as you stab this creature in the back, even as it claws at Benjiro. Also, you had advantage on that attack roll technically because that was the guiding bolted one. So that's gone now. Benjiro's
Well, I got a
next.
crit.
You did get a crit, I know.
Alright. I'm gonna activate my radiant consumption.
All right. Got the condition.
Say it like
gonna-
an anime character.
Each creature
Yeah,
within
so-
10 feet.
I'm gonna activate my radiant consumption.
There you go. Thanks.
So yeah, I guess the only one that can see this though is Elco, I guess. But you notice that the horns on Benjiro unfurl into wings, and all of the eyes on his body begin to glow.
Whoa.
And I'm gonna try to stab this guy in front of me.
Okay. So at the end of each of your turns. Okay, alright, yeah. So go ahead and make your attack roll. You are flanking, so you have advantage.
Oh, sweet.
23 does hit, indeed.
It will do 7
Alright.
and 2 radiant.
That is certainly enough to take that one down.
And then I'm gonna step here so that both of those ghouls are in my radius.
Yes, okay. Then you're going to end your turn.
And then I will end my
Alright,
turn.
so
and
Elco
turn to Elco
and the
be like, sorry.
monsters will take 2 radiant damage.
Right.
Alright,
Then
now
it
Levin
is
can see this.
Levin's turn. Yes.
All right.
It's
My
only
turn.
at the end of your turn that you deal that damage.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can I cast Sacred Flame upstairs, please?
Okay. At I guess the ghoul that you can see.
Correct.
Okay. It will make a dexterity saving throw. You got a 4, so it will take your radiant damage. It is burned by holy flames.
That is
Oh.
it.
All right. Both of the undeads will now take their turns. This undead will move through into the fire. Did I? Hold on a second. You're not supposed to have the excellent. Get that out of here. Get back.
Into the fire!
At the end of its turn. But yes, into the fire. Or maybe not at the end of its turn. I don't remember. They're each going to make one. I have to show spell description.
I don't remember.
Or when it moves into the bonfire space the first time on a turn. Okay, so it does make a dex save right away. Dex save. I got a natural 20.
Wow. Okay.
Oh,
Both of the undeads will make a claw attack, one against Elco, which we'll do first. That is a 10. The other against Benjiro, which is a 9. No, none of those will hit. Reginald is next.
Aha. Oh, I can technically make it through, but then I'll be really close to Benjiro.
If you move forward then move back, you'll be fine.
I can't.
it's
How much movement do you have? Oh my god.
It's just 2
Right
damage.
now,
You'll be
15
okay.
feet.
Ah.
It is just 2 damage. I'll be at 5 health if I take 2 damage, though. But that's probably fine.
Oh, maybe that's not fine.
Oh, okay. I'll
Well,
just hang out.
it's your decision.
I'll just hang out. It's okay.
Okay.
That's my turn.
All right. Oopsies, it's supposed to be that one's turn now. It's okay. It doesn't change anything. So it just already took its turn because I accidentally I didn't take the right ghoul out of initiative. There, I fixed it. Okay. Elco's turn.
All right, I will stab the one below me with a rapier.
All right. Attack.
24.
24. That does hit.
5
5 damage. All right.
And that's it.
Okay, after Elco is Sovanna. Elco stabs it with his rapier, poking a hole in it. Surely a fatal
Right,
blow
am
on a
I-
normal man, but this is not a normal man.
Yeah. Am I safe to just peek around and do something? Is the coast clear?
Yeah.
All right. We'll see what we can do here. I'll probably just do.
I am
Hey.
still glowing.
Okay, you're still glowing. All right.
It's only at the end of their turn, though.
Glowing characters.
I don't glow.
They're
I'm a normal
badass.
I
man.
like glowing characters.
Yeah.
They're so fun.
Yeah. We'll probably just do a.
darkness.
I'll just toss a little firebolt around the corner, see what happens.
All right. A 19 does hit. Yes. You may roll damage. 4. All right. That ghoul takes some extra fire from amidst the bonfire.
And I'm just gonna go back into my corner.
All right. You retreat away from the radiant consumption. Benjiro
Really loving my damage output here.
is next.
I will stab
You
the one
gotta
in
use
front
them
of me.
spell slots if you want to get the big damage.
Hey, I did like 2 damage with that guiding bolt.
You did 9. 13.
Oh, did I?
that. Yeah, it was like 9 damage, wasn't it?
Oh,
It
I don't
was
remember.
quite a
I'll be
bit.
honest.
13 is the hit, also.
We'll
Any
take
damage
the
is good
radiant
damage.
consumption.
Quick, check the VOD.
You'll take 9
All
or
right.
7 piercing, 2 radiant.
It looks like it's just about to burn up into nothing.
Cool. And at the end of my turn,
At the end of
takes
your turn,
2
it burns up into
damage.
nothing. Like I knew it would. So Elco and Benjiro, or not Benjiro, Elco and the other undead will also take 2 radiant damage. Then it is Levin's turn again.
He's going to Sacred Flame yet again.
Okay.
I have
the one
3
you were
spells left.
targeting died. You have nothing
Never
to see at the
mind.
moment.
Okay, never mind. No Sacred Flame. I cannot do anything.
You will do nothing?
I have no spell slots.
Okay.
Well, I have
We'll
one,
go-
and I'm saving it.
Okay, then we will go to Reginald. It is Reginald's turn. Cramped hallway fight.
Yeah, I'm gonna just make Benjiro move. So
Okay.
I'm gonna drop concentration on my fire.
Yes. There's nothing to
And-
caught flame. Check us out.
Then I can't really get anywhere if I dash even.
Hmm?
Well, there's not really a point for me to be here, so I guess I'll just dash back.
Okay.
There you go.
Sounds good.
Done.
All right. The last remaining undead will continue to fight. It will claw at Elco. I got a 19.
That is my armor class.
That will hit. Then it bypasses your shield and rakes across your chest, dealing 7 slashing damage. I also need you to make a DC 10 con save.
Oh boy.
Look,
16.
Hey, that's a success. Well,
Give me
similarly
one
to
long rest
Benjiro, you
on the
avoid
battle.
the paralyzing effect of the claws. Elco is next.
All right, here we go. I'll try to hit it.
21 does hit.
Oh, 11 piercing damage.
11 piercing. That's a lot of damage. All right, it looks
Yeah.
very weak.
All right, I am going to provoke an opportunity attack by stepping back.
Okay, we'll try to get you. I got a 16,
get ya.
which is not enough to hit, I don't
Um,
think.
That misses.
Okay. Yeah, so I actually have a question in case
Yes.
this comes up later. So, interception, it says when a creature you can see hits a target other than you within 5 feet of you, does that mean the creature or the person?
Oh, that's
hits
the
it-
opposite of Sentinel.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the target's within the target of the attack is within 5 feet of you.
Yeah, because mine is the enemy is within 5 feet of me. Yours is the
Mhm.
allies within 5 feet of
It
me.
makes more
Okay,
sense if you
cool.
remove the period that's separated out with the commas because that's an optional part of the sentence technically. So you could reduce it to when a creature you can see hits a target within 5 feet of you with an attack.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to ask that just
Yeah.
in case it comes up.
Yeah.
Cool. Cool.
Otherwise, what could happen is a creature next to you could throw a fireball at your ally across the room, and you could reduce the damage the ally takes from the fireball, which makes no sense. The
That's
ally
true,
is within
that's
5
true.
feet of you
Okay.
because you're using the shield to take part of the hit.
what if you
Yeah.
cut the fireball in half with your sword?
You can't do that because you're not an anime. Sovanna is next.
Oh, let's peek around, see what's going on. I don't think there's much as I could do because I don't see what's happening.
Crowded hallway
Um,
fight, yay!
Yeah, love it. Yeah, I don't think there's much I could do here. I will simply allow Benjiro to handle it.
This fight would take half the time if it was in an open room. Okay, Benjiro's next.
Yeah.
I move forward and I stab it.
All right, a 12. That will hit. That is its armor
Cool.
class. All right, and with that, you dispatch the final of these undead, sending it
then
screeching,
I will
hissing
get
to the
rid-
Thank
ground.
the gods.
And then I will get rid of my thing.
You dismiss
before my
your
turn ends.
radiant consumption so as not to injure Elco any further.
And then I'll move up and apologize.
turn
Be
off
like,
the music.
I'm so sorry. That hurts. Other people.
Yes, you are positively radiant, and it hurts.
Let's switch it up a little bit with the music.
I can give you some of the health that you lost from me, at least,
Just far.
to make up for it.
Save it for, well, Reginald right there. Ah, you're not looking so great.
I still can cast a Cure Wounds, and
so
I can
bad.
have 8 hit points that I can use on on hands. So, who wants to split it up? Which one? Who wants it?
I can also use I can also cast Cure Wounds.
I have
I'll
a
do
healing word that I can also do.
cool. I'll do the cure wounds on Reginald real quick. Kakade.
Sure. I'll accept.
5. You get 5.
Five hit points to Reginald. I'll get this last corpse out of the way. There we go.
I only need
I'll-
5 more.
I'll get the corpse.
I'll do a Cure Wounds on Elco.
Okay.
Thank you.
And then I will do healing word on Benjiro because that's the best I got. There you go.
Oops, 3 healers.
That's pretty
Yay!
good. Pretty good.
And I got 2 sorcery points that I could just make into spell slots.
yeah.
Can we just get the fuck out of here?
All right.
That
think
sounds
we
like a
can.
lovely idea.
Yes,
I
although
think if you head that way, up.
Up. Is this the same hallway?
would you like
Have you already been
to
around this
check?
room?
Would you like to make your way back up to the house proper and see if you're able to leave now?
Yes.
Okay, I will.
What's the
sweet.
statue?
I will. Unless Reginald is being curious. Reginald
There's a
can
statue
just
over there.
see a statue in that room over there. Yeah,
I can,
Let's
in
keep
fact.
messing with stuff down here. That's a good
I'm
idea.
going to drag Reginald.
You can see,
If Reginald-
Reginald, that the room is festooned with moldy skeletons that hang from rusty shackles against the wall. Wide
We
alcove
are
in the
not
south
messing with
wall
any more dead.
contains a painted wooden statue carved in the likeness of a gaunt, pale-faced man wearing a voluminous black cloak, his pale left hand resting on the head of a wolf that stands next to him. In his right hand, he holds a smoky gray crystal orb. Ooh.
Good for him. Let's discuss him somewhere else.
I kind of want to see it though.
I will leave you to die.
I will not leave you to die, Reginald.
I
but
say
will
if Reginald
recommend you
is going to
don't.
investigate anything, it is going to be the attic that the DM hinted something was different in after we killed a rat at an altar.
But the orb, it's right there.
I thought it was just a painting and he was holding the orb in it.
The statue
it's
is
a painted
painted. The
statue.
orb he's holding a smoky
Mm.
gray crystal orb.
What if I? Oh, I guess I'm German now. What if?
What if I
look
go
at the
check out this orb?
what if I go see the orb? Reginald's voice is still yet to be determined, but we can
You
test.
should go, Oi, I'm Reginald. I want to touch that orb.
Oh, I want to touch the orb. Anyways, but what if I go look at the orb? Just
I tend to avoid anything that upsets
Uh,
Benji, so I will stay away from the orb.
Stepping away.
I'll say this,
just,
Reginald. I
little
think
peek.
while none of us are, all of us are adults who can make our own decisions. We all have free will, and none of us are currently, I guess, conscripted into military service. We're all here as volunteers, so we must all protect each other and work together. If you'd like to go investigate that orb, that is your right to do so, I suppose. No one is going to stop you, but I would recommend proceeding with caution because I don't want to see you hurt more than you already are.
Benji's gonna look at the two behind him and just be like, like motion towards them, like, anything?
Levin is gonna go with him. He's like, I will go with you. It is
Ooh.
fine.
All right. Let's go see the orb.
There's the skeletons aforementioned.
Are there any
Perhaps
traps?
we could just sit
You
in
wanna-
the doorway.
Do you want to check the room carefully with a perception check?
I
Oh,
will.
I
I
can
will
check
do
the whole room.
I will do the
Duh.
perception check.
Levin would like to do the
One
perception
with the
check.
wisdom
Levin
and
is
the
going to
perception.
search the room. Okay.
I thought I had to go like square by square.
There's
I
a
will
table
do a
over there.
perception check.
But if Levin wants to do it, I'm
I
fine with
can't
that
even
too.
see what's going on.
I don't know why I'm German now, too.
All becoming
it's the
German.
curse
Oh,
of
German.
Strahd.
We're all
We're all
German.
turning German. Oh,
Yeah,
oh my
all
God.
turning
All
German.
Germans.
Oh my God, don't go in that fog, little boy. It is full of
Ich bin ein
vampires.
klein Deutscher.
Little German boy, do not step in their fog.
Oh boy. Anyways, yeah, you can do a perception check. A 6
Six.
is not very good.
Ooh.
What about my
You're a
passive perception?
little distracted. You don't see anything in your passive perception. You're a little distracted by keeping an eye on Reginald to maybe pay as much attention to the room as you should. Ooh, isn't that crystal orb tempting? Don't you just want to take it, Reginald? It must be...
I want to
safe
inspect
and
it more than
good.
take it. I just wanted to look at it.
Okay, you just want to look at it.
Yeah.
It
Does
is...
it seem like...
As
Oh, go ahead.
aforementioned, it is a crystal orb. It is a smoky gray quartz. It looks like it would be worth a handsome sum. It also, this type of orb could be used as an arcane focus if you so desired. Other than that, nothing in particular stands out about it.
Reginald, I
Oh.
have a request.
Yes?
Can you take your backpack off and place it at the door?
Why?
If anything goes wrong, I can pick you up and carry you out. But not if you have your backpack on.
This has all my stuff in
Elco,
it,
it is
though.
a small hallway that ends in a door.
You will not need your stuff if we are attacked.
What? That's exactly
You also won't
when I
need
would
it if you're
my
dead.
Stuff. Then I wouldn't need my stuff. Elko, what did you find?
To adjust my player's perspective.
There's a door here.
Oh, I teleported through the wall. I'm so sorry.
Please avoid
not-
phasing.
Not saying we should open it, just saying we should. There's another entrance, possible point of entry for monsters.
Oh,
I tried
for
to move the
monsters.
map and ended up in the void.
I see you still being here for me.
Yeah,
I
no, I'm
also see
good.
you.
I'm,
You're good?
I'm,
Okay.
I moved back quickly. Yeah.
Okay.
I like right clicked and like ended up somewhere I shouldn't have been.
Okay. Please do not phase into the out of bounds zones. So, what are you all doing? Sovanna and Benjiro are still in the entry hallway. Reginald is examining the orb by Levin, Vosk, and Elco has found another doorway.
Does the statue seem trapped?
Does the statue seem trapped? It's a statue. What do you mean trapped?
Well,
you can look
if
it
you
over with a
take
perception
something,
if
then
you'd
it
like.
activates a lever, and then
Sure.
like.
You can make a perception check if you'd like.
Query.
Yes.
What if it's investigation?
Do you want to investigate it? If you want to do investigation, you'll have to physically handle the statue.
Can I give him guidance?
Oh, like more than look at it?
Like, touch it. I've read a good post about the investigation the other day. It's like, investigation, the issue with it is that usually investigation, when you're making a roll for it, it's something that the characters are less so doing, but more so that you want your players to do, oftentimes.
What does that mean?
Like, it's like you want investigation, it's like, I want to, like, piece these together and, like, get a clue and make an idea. It's like, well, you're supposed to be doing this as a player, it's like solving the puzzle as a player, not as a, like, not as your character, but as a player. It's weird, is all I'm saying.
It's like the puzzle hint skill.
Yeah.
Like
which
if
is
they're
weird.
not really on the right track, but they want a hint.
Yeah, you can just like
to,
do
come up with a
investigation,
hint.
right? You can get some insight with investigation, some meta knowledge even. That's an interpretation I'm liking of investigation more than how I used to think of it.
Gotcha. I guess I won't be able to tell if it's a magical trap. I was curious if it's some sort of contraption,
true.
which I guess if I have to handle it. I don't want to take the orb, though, without giving it a look over. But yeah, if there's anything that seems like loose or like it would move or
You wanna
something,
Perception
then
check
yeah,
it, you
I guess I
may.
can use my hands for that.
You want
Oh.
to touch this, or do you want to touch the statue investigation, or do you want to just look it over with perception?
I can touch the statue. I don't want to take anything from the statue,
Okay.
though. That's what I'm being clear
Yes.
about.
Yes, of course.
But if
I give you
something like
guidance.
moves, or if like, does that make sense? What I'm saying?
Yes, so you're going to touch the
Okay.
statue. Investigate.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll touch the statue.
Okay. So, Reginald, you reach some hands out and touch the statue's arm to inspect it. When you touch the statue, dark shadows shoot out from the statue and spread into the room, ready to strike at all of you.
Ah, man, well, can I take the orb?
Yeah, but first there are the shadows.
Of course.
What are those?
Those
Shadows.
are Shadow. It's me. The
Shadow the
devil.
Hedgehog, the devil.
I'm here to convince you to do sin.
As they
Steal
all
candy
reach
from
towards you
babies
with
and
their
small
intangible
business.
hands, I must ask you all once more to roll initiative.
I don't want to.
Well, then stop touching stuff.
I haven't touched
I'm not the
nothing.
one doing shit.
And
I
stop
am
letting
in the
Reginald
doorway.
touch stuff.
I was over on the bench.
I said not to.
Hey,
and
Reginald.
No one's listening to me.
You
Hey,
keep
Reginald,
letting them do it.
Off topic question. What's your strength score?
10.
All right, we won't have to worry about this for very long. We're good.
Okay.
Toss
Anyways.
that man like a sack of potatoes.
I thought
Alright.
it'd be when I took the orb. Okay, you know.
John, have you ever fought shadows before? Question.
Yeah, I've fought them many times actually.
All
Nice.
right. This shadow is going to go first. It extends a hand towards Levin Vosk and sticks its hand into your chest and attempts to drain your strength. How does a 12 hit you?
It does not.
Does not. All right, you're able to duck out of the way and you do not take any damage. Sovanna is next.
John, I do appreciate the Pippin energy of this situation.
You picked a hell of a module to do this in.
Of all the modules to be Pippin.
I thought I had to take the orb. Okay, I didn't know it was just gonna happen when I touched the statue.
I mean, it's not like I want to do any sort of fighting. So I would like to just get away from the room.
Okay, you're
We're-
running.
Just right there.
All right, you're running off. Benjiro.
Have fun. I'm following orders.
Benjiro is so fucking frustrated.
You did make that backup character, right, John?
I did.
Okay, good.
Okay,
Still
from where
called
I'm
Johnny
standing,
Boy
from where I'm
McBackuperson.
standing, can that shadow try to get me if I move away? Or
It's more-
It could. You'd have partial cover, but it could swipe a claw at you.
It's more in my
fine.
head than it is on paper, but yeah.
Seeing shadows just fucking come out of the walls. I'm going to call out. If you survive this, stop touching shit, and I'm going to follow Sovanna.
If he survives this, I'm beating his ass.
And then, yeah, I'm just gonna keep Sovanna safe and stay in the hallway here.
Okay,
Oh no.
here come the shadows.
Benji, I'm doing okay, right? I'm doing
yes.
good.
Yes, we're going to survive this, okay?
Okay.
One
Okay,
is
cool.
going to attack Levin. The other two are going to attack Reginald.
They might not.
We'll see what happens.
Levin, does a 22 hit you?
Yeah, absolutely it does.
Okay, you will take 9 necrotic damage,
Okay.
and your strength score is reduced by 3.
Nice.
3. There you go.
Reginald, first attack. Does a 22 hit you?
Oh my god.
First.
no.
Only just barely.
You take 6 necrotic damage, and your strength score is reduced by 1. Second
okay.
attack. Oh, what's your armor class? Oh, you're a lucky little twerp. 13.
I don't even remember my AC.
It's
is.
14.
Oh, I'm good. I'm fine.
11's turn.
I just keep saying stuff barely hits.
Okay.
You know,
Uh,
at least if anything hit me or Benji, we have resistance to necrotic.
Do you have resistance to strength reduction?
No,
Nope.
but we have resistance to necrotic.
Okay.
Oh.
It is Levin's turn.
Alright, I'm gonna make him. I'm gonna harness divine power.
Reginald, I do have to give you a point of inspiration for playing your flaw out very well, but god damn it.
I'll take it.
I'm playing my flaw.
I got a lot of
Alright.
flaws.
Yeah.
What is my? Hold on.
I've been playing
I'm
my flaw
using
very well.
Also, I would like you to look
You're
at
not
Levin's
flying.
flaw, please, DM.
Okay, almost. I've been read the backstory, not the specific traits here. Oh gosh.
Don't
yeah,
worry. I
that's
think
just so
Reginald
screwed.
is starting to
Okay, all right.
understand the gravitas of the
So,
situation.
Levin,
that
you
you're in.
are getting a spell slot back. Yes?
Yes.
Okay, alright. So, based on the numbers, this is a second level once. Yes. Alright, that
only
is
have
a
level
bonus
1 spell
action. You
slots.
get a level 1 spell slot back. Yes, of course you only have a level 1 spell slot.
Yeah.
You're level 2.
Yeah. I am going to, first of all, cast. Well, first of all, I'm gonna get out of here.
I was
Okay.
gonna say, is there any chance that you could disengage? I can't move while someone is like next to me.
Yeah, I'm gonna disengage, but I have my spell slot just in
Okay,
case.
I do have a question, Reginald. Did you take off your bag?
No,
No.
I
You're still
didn't take
encumbered.
it out of my
Okay.
bag.
Okay.
It's got all my stuff in it.
You do probably want to disengage, or you will take 4 opportunity attacks.
Yes,
You're
I am
doing great.
disengaging.
Okay.
I am disengaging. Bye.
Okay. You may now use your movement.
God, now
Bye.
I'm on the other side of the room. Okay.
Okay. Is that all?
Yes.
Reginald.
I got
you
my spell
imagine-
slot back.
I will
Can you
also.
imagine
Technically,
next
Reginald and
character
Elco
gets
have the
killed
exact
just
same
for being a
initiative.
good guy?
We do have the
Might
same.
happen.
Do you want? Would you like to go first, Nick, or do you want me to go first?
Oh, we do have the same.
Yeah,
You
even
go
with the
first.
modifier.
Okay, I will also disengage,
Okay.
and I'll move my 15 feet.
Good lord.
Oh wait,
Okay.
wait. Can I use my interact to take the orb on the way?
Sure.
Hell
Okay.
yeah!
You have a free object interaction. All right. You
Congrats,
grab
have
the
a
orb. You can mark it
This
with.
is mine now.
You can mark it as being from AB31.
Okay. Should I just call it like a focus or something?
You can call it an orb. You can call it a focus if you want.
Oh,
Doesn't matter to
okay.
me. If you mark us from AB31, I'll know exactly what it is, so it's fine.
AB31. Okay, got it.
Okay, so that's your whole turn because you're slow. Elco.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, I'll like look at them all running the other direction and the 5 shadows between us.
Elco, come quick!
God damn it! I'm not gonna. Okay, I'm gonna go this way.
That
Your shit
door,
down.
when you look at it, looks like it's a really clean door for this dingy little dungeon.
It's a clean door.
Yeah, like everywhere else is pretty dilapidated. That door is in remarkably good condition.
He's gonna get eaten by a tentacle
Oh my
monster.
No, wait,
God.
why are you going that way? Just.
I want me to run through all the shadows.
Yes!
I won't get there. I have 20 feet of movement. 5, 10, 15, 20. I'll get right here.
It's still pretty good.
You could dash.
Yeah, dash.
Yeah, but then I can't disengage.
Yeah, that's the trick, isn't it?
I do have an AC of 19. Well, once I get over there, what are we doing? What are we doing?
I think we keep
Okay.
running.
Getting out of here.
Worst case scenario, I got spare the dying. We got lots of healers.
If I
I
run
also.
I
out of
got
here,
bless.
either I stop halfway or I take 5 opportunity attacks. So, I'm.
You take 5. Holy shit.
Yeah, there's 5 shadows, John. There's 5 of them.
to cause those guys to show up.
Guess what? I asked you guys if you wanted me to nerf things, and you said no. It'll be great. Here we are.
I
I
don't.
didn't know we had a character that wanted to touch everything.
It's so funny because I know that you know what happens in here probably, maybe from
Yes.
distant memories. It's so you thing. You're watching it screw up everything.
All right, I will.
You've done a really good job
My
about
character
keeping your
a
mouth shut, by the
people
way.
pleaser.
I'm doing
I
what?
will-
Sorry.
I'm gonna. Oh fuck! I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna stay here, and I'm going to attack this shadow.
Now, you could,
Attack!
as an option, if you were able to drop enough stuff to become not encumbered.
Then I can get 30 feet, but Reginald is difficult terrain, so I can't do anything anyway.
Just push that little guy out of the way.
No.
He's 3 feet
You
tall.
would have to drop like a lot of stuff. You have to drop like a
Yeah,
50 pounds.
I have to
of
drop
stuff.
my armor.
So,
I can't do that. All right, I will.
maybe not. You have to
Elco,
drop
I
a lot of
believe
your
in-
other
I
stuff.
believe in
though.
your defensive capabilities.
All right, I have an AC of 19. Fuck it. We ball. I will dash without disengaging.
Okay.
Oh, shit. Okay.
I think this is the only way I'm going to survive, because if I am smart enough to know that this is a monster too, I can't solo that.
It's a
So-
strange door.
It's a strange door.
Okay,
Turns out-
It's
can
a
I?
strange door in the hell house.
The whole house is a mimic.
Yeah.
Can I roll
there,
for
so yeah,
insight
you
on
would maybe
strange door?
realize. So let me take a peek see here. You have yeah, you've got stuff. There have been no other doors on this entire basement level.
Yep. This is gonna work. This is gonna work. This is gonna work.
You could always go over the door.
Nope. I'm gonna
Okay.
dash.
I believe.
I think you can get next.
Man, you
Okay.
know, the funny part, like, I knew this was going to be bad, but then you guys walked past and I was like, phew, thank goodness. And then you went back over here after you were done. I was like, what are you
Yeah, you did.
doing?
Okay.
Don't go over
can you make
there.
5 attacks
Anyways.
of opportunity.
You know,
Yes.
you're saying a lot
please.
of we.
I just
Yeah.
I didn't know we were speaking French.
You are a party. You
We-
share group responsibility for each other's idiocy here. Okay. Attack number 1 is an 11. That misses. Attack number 2 is a 10. That misses. Attack number 3 is a 22. That one hits.
Yep. That hits.
You will take 8 necrotic damage, and your strength score is reduced by 3.
Okay.
I actually
It
think
was
you're only going to
originally
take
at 16.
4 because this one's too far away.
Well, I have to step.
Oh,
here.
right, you just stepped there, right. So then number
Yeah,
4, that
they're
would actually be the
perfectly
third attack.
aligned for
Number
all
4 is when
5.
you're stepping into Reginald's space. That's an 8. Attack number 5 is when you're leaving Reginald's space. That's a 21.
Yeah, that hits too.
You take 6 necrotic damage, and your strength score is reduced by 2.
Okay, so cool.
You're doing great.
I'm
As they
strong as
drag
Reginald
their
now.
shadowy hands through
Well,
your
me-
form, you feel your strength sapped away from you as your body weakens, but you do get past them.
Benjiro, I
like
don't
shit.
feel so good.
No, you do not.
Shadow
Looks so
is
good
going
anyways.
to move up to Reginald and is going to
hedgehog?
attack Reginald. That is a 7. That one misses.
good.
There is another shadow. It is going to move through its friend's space and it's going to attack Reginald. That is. So it rolls 2 dice at once, right? The second die result is a natural 20. The first die result is a natural 1. So,
Yes, so good.
Sovanna,
You're a lucky little
you're
twerp.
not good yet. You have 3 more shadow turns to get through.
Okay.
I think only one can hit me though.
Well, that's.
I don't know how intelligent these things are though, so maybe they make space for each other.
Mhm.
They're fucking shadows.
Okay.
Oh, can shadows go through walls? Or is that a different thing?
It is
Anyways,
Sovanna's
Sovanna, run.
We'll find out.
Okay. I accidentally unplugged my headphones. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Um.
Sovanna, please continue to
Yeah,
the exit.
Is Elco like in my sight now?
Probably. You could look back and just see him around the corner of probably the
Okay.
limping into view.
She'll probably just like peek over her shoulder and toss out a healing word, just like "You're doing great,
Oh my
buddy,"
God,
as she's
thank
like
you.
fleeing the scene. And that should be my last spell slot.
No.
So you
Wow,
get
that's
7 hit
good.
points. And then I am going to exit the premises. Get myself there, and I'm just gonna go towards the where we came from.
That is
in
the
the original.
upwards, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, Benjiro is after Sovanna once the movement's been used
I'm
up.
going to give Elco 5 more hit points.
No, wait, save it for Reginald.
No. You get 5 more hit points, and then I'm going to continue.
No. Okay.
Follow me.
Okay. The first shadow is the one that can attack Reginald. It is going to attack Reginald.
Oh yeah. Benji definitely needs to be in front of me.
Reginald, I got a 20 to hit you. Not natural, but I got 20.
That
Oh,
will
in front of
hit.
you? I can get in front
You'll
of you.
take
If I move.
13
Go
necrotic
ahead.
damage, Reginald.
13 damage?
13.
Wow.
Oh,
I haven't
no.
fallen
Oh, I can't do spare
unconscious.
the dying
That's
from here,
0.
buddy.
And your strength score is reduced by 3.
Well, I'm unconscious, so...
Your strength score is still reduced by 3.
Yeah, but I'm unconscious.
Yes.
It doesn't
Luckily
hurt
for
as bad.
you, you are correct in that the shadows cannot go through walls. Otherwise, you'd be dead. Levin Vosk's turn.
Alright, he's gonna step down and cast Spare the Dying.
Okay. Reginald's dying has been spared for now, but that will be quickly undone if he gets attacked by more shadows.
Alright,
is an action.
Yeah. Can I pull him? Can I can't use an action.
Able.
You
I can't use a
can
bonus action.
you can
to pull
drag
can I?
him. Well, so
Dragging
if you
has
use
something
your
to do.
action to get him, then you can drag him with your movement at full speed because he is small.
I mean, I can't. I mean, that was an action. Spare the
Yeah,
Dying
so you have to not do that if you wanted to drag him.
Oh.
Alright.
I thought
Knock him
dragging
back
just
out.
reduced your movement.
It usually does, but he's a size smaller. He should really look like this. Not quite that small.
That's tiny.
Like that.
There you go.
Right. Knock him back out. I'm gonna drag him.
Okay. So do
Knock
you
him
want to
back
not
out.
do you want to not stabilize him yet so you can drag him?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, he will trail behind you, you can use your movement.
If he's not stabilized, he can't fight back if we leave his pack.
Right. What is my movement?
I wouldn't leave the pack. There's a lot of good stuff in there.
Your movement speed is 30 feet, no?
Yes. We are over here.
Alright, Reginald is dragged away.
Am
Enforced
I?
movement
Oh,
does not
thank you.
trigger opportunity attacks.
Alright.
Reginald,
run.
I need you to make a death saving throw.
Oh yeah, I will.
Okay. I'll do it. Death. 15.
You succeed.
I succeed.
Elco.
I will dash.
Okay.
Can you move me? I have a kitten in my arms and she fell asleep.
That's 20.
Thank you.
And then, yeah.
You
Okay.
can get it in front of us with a dash.
Not because you're difficult terrain. No.
Well, he moved
He's got 20 feet of
I-
movement because he's encumbered. So he moved 20. He's at 25, so this would be 35. This would be 45, which is already over, and this would be 50. Sorry, viewers of the VOD. There you go. He's
Ah,
at 25 here. This would be 35, 45, 50. If you want to move like that. Anyways, the shadows, you can't hear them, but anyone who looks back would see them swirling behind you as they chase you through the basement of the house. If you're all going to continue running, you may retreat upstairs if you wish.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm assume that Levin will cast Spare the Dying on Reginald at one point during that run.
Yes.
Okay. You'll all be returned to Death House proper up here.
I am gonna shut the door to
Yes.
the freaking
You
basement. Get rid of
slam
that.
the door shut.
Once
A
everyone
few
is through, I
seconds
slam it
later,
shut.
yeah, you can see the door bulge from inside as something is forced against it, but it seems unable to get through.
Have you learned your lesson, little man?
He's
He's
unconscious.
not. He's
Yeah,
unconscious.
I'm unconscious.
Elco, you
will- I
are
will-
closest to the window. You
He
can
wasn't gonna
see,
answer anyway.
looking outside of the window, that the fog outside has cleared. You have a relatively clear view of the dreary town outside. Its sagging, aging buildings. And which direction is that? That's to the west. Yeah, you can see the landscape which stretches on beyond it. A couple of mountains above, deep forests in the distance, and a ring of mist which extends upwards and melds with the night sky in the distance.
Fog is cleared, everyone.
Give 2 hit points to Reginald to get him awake.
Okay.
We just hit the 6 a.m. Five Nights at Freddy's screen.
Yep, we survived.
I am glaring at Reginald as he wakes up.
With all the guys.
Oh,
Yes, all of them.
oh my. This is a dangerous place.
Yes,
Oh?
it is. What a astute observation, Reginald.
I'm surprised you're only just now learning this.
My apologies for the shadows. I got this cool trinket though. Look at this. And out of my bag, I'll pull the crystal orb or the foggy orb.
Benji is walking past and leaving the room.
I'll try to be a little more careful from here on out.
If this is the room where the children were at, right?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
If I open the door, are they in there?
Do you want to open the door?
Yes.
Oh, that's
They're
the
probably
one
going to
with
be
the
upset
ghost.
with us for closing it last
I
time.
don't want to be near the
Yeah,
ghost.
but they can't leave the doorway unless they can now, which would be cool. But let's see.
The room is quiet and empty.
Thorn? Are you here?
There is no response from the seemingly empty room.
Are they gone?
I think they're gone.
Oh, thank goodness. I didn't want to see any more ghosts.
But shadows were okay?
They're ghost adjacent, so they weren't the most pleasant, but I didn't know that they would come out of that statue.
Well, I certainly don't think we killed the monster in the basement, and I am okay with that.
I'm not going back down there.
No, I'm not.
Neither am I. All right.
The monster can stay.
I mean, maybe if I gain more powers or something, I'll come back and finish it off. But for now, that's not happening.
Do you think we can go back home now? I was very busy. Back
The
in
fog
Maho.
outside isn't as thick.
Reginald, we can't go home until we found out what's kidnapping the children, or it's going to keep happening. We have to stop this, and we're running out of time to do so.
Are you sure that the kidnapped children and this fog are actually related, though, Elco?
Well, I, for one, feel kidnapped. By something, at least.
It's a good point.
Yes. Which, speaking of, we are on a mission to do that. Why were you touching everything in the basement that could kill you?
Well, if one does not explore the world around them, then how will you ever learn what you're dealing with?
This just has nothing to do with werewolves.
Well,
But it
the
may have
statue-
everything to do with the stolen children, just like Elco said.
That statue did have a wolf, didn't it?
It did.
Did?
The other hand was resting on a wolf's head.
I didn't see the statue, I wasn't in there.
And we know that there is some count in
Well,
that letter.
pay a visit to this count and ask about the werewolves. Surely he would know what was happening in his own serfdom.
The
Or
Count
whatever
didn't
it's
seem
called.
like a great guy from that letter, though.
Well,
Are they ever?
Met one or two, that's nice.
well, perhaps we can ask around and see if the count is accepting of outsiders, and if so, we can get some information and be on our way. But I do think that our mission takes priority over our comfort, though not quite our safety. So if anything feels deadly, more than normal, please make yourself heard. We'll try to avoid it.
Right.
I'm not in charge. I'll leave that to Benjiro for next steps.
I'm not particularly in charge either.
Well, you already have one ward following you, if that's what Sovanna is.
She's not my ward. She's my companion.
Oh, I didn't. No.
Not that kind of companion.
Huh. All right. Well, no judgment either way, but please tell us what to do.
Bless you.
I
Thank
feel
you.
very tired. I swear my bag got heavier.
Well, you did put
That
an
could
orb
be
in
the
it.
80 pounds of goodies that you have acquired along the way.
Speaking of, I can carry about 60 more pounds before I am encumbered. If anyone is encumbered, give me some items.
I confess that my backpack is slowing me a bit, but so is this limp, so it kind of balances out. I'll be fine.
Reginald?
I appreciate the offer. I am currently experimenting with some certain means that may make the bag easier for me to carry on my own. And so for my
But
tests,
until then,
well, that's part of my testing. So
I wish you luck with your experimentation.
I think I'm on the verge of a breakthrough.
where's the
And-
stairs?
What, if you don't mind
That
me
is all right
asking,
here.
Reginald, what would this breakthrough mean for you?
But it'd mean that mundane items, Elco, mundane items could be put in the hands of common folk, such as me and yourself. I've never been too great with magic, but if I could put it into an object, then people could have easier access to it, and we wouldn't have to rely on wizards as much.
Not a bad idea. I hope it goes well for you.
Enchanted items are all around us, but sometimes it's difficult to. It takes a whole skill in and of itself. I haven't quite figured out how to make that part easier yet, and it's a challenge. But I'm working on it. And then I'm gonna get into that tower, those silly tests, and make a name for myself, Elco. But that's a different. First we got to get home,
Yes, we have
which
to
means
get
we got to
home.
find the children.
Yes, we do. To find the children, we must track the wolfmen, and perhaps the best way to do that is see if anyone in town knows about them.
And hopefully everyone in town is no longer ghosts, like those two children.
Yeah, ghosts are real. Learned that today. All right.
All right.
That was your first ghost?
Well, I've seen many spirits in Mayho, but
Oh,
I
they're
don't
very
know if
different.
I've come upon the undead before.
They're very different indeed.
So do you all make your way out of the house?
Yeah.
If
Well,
we can.
should we short rest first, or is this not the time for that?
Oh,
Group consensus.
Does it still seem like the door in the storage room is trying to bulge out?
It's stopped.
There's like a parlor downstairs. We could.
Yes, we can go to the parlor.
Sure.
next to
let
the
me-
fire.
let me package you
Warm up.
We could even sleep here.
Package.
Did you mean this parlor?
Which put me? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We could light the fireplace.
Yes.
If you'd like to
I
take a
can do
short
that.
rest, you're certainly welcome to.
Can we do a long rest here, or is that not safe enough?
Do you want to take a big nap in this haunted house?
Not particularly.
I think I'd rather take a short rest and then move on.
Let's do a
Personally,
short one. Short one.
You can definitely have a short rest if you'd like. You may spend hit dice and regain any short rest things. Also, if you had your strength drained, it comes back after a short rest.
oh really?
Oh, sweet.
I
Yes.
did not know that.
Then it's probably a really good thing we short rested.
Yeah.
4. Awesome.
I'm just gonna put down that I rolled a hit dice because I was only missing 1 hit point.
Okay. Oh, hold on.
So-
My guest is here. Give me 1 second.
You're good. Back to strong. I could have sworn that was a long rest reset, but that's nice.
Hey, I won't complain.
So I was thinking about doing Cavalier Fighter because it sounds fun, but Battlemaster with all of those like tiny corridors, if I was able to use that bait and switch maneuver and like swap places with an ally or an enemy, that would have been very helpful. I don't know, we'll see. The maneuvers look cool.
I don't even know what kind of artificer I'm going to be yet. Figure it out.
Figure it out.
Well, I think we have lots of healers. I'm probably going to do artillerist.
Ooh,
That'll be fun.
Mr. Gunman. You're bringing guns to Barovia.
No, I'm going to make them because I can make little toys. So they're going to be little
Oh.
toys. Is what I'm
Little
thinking.
Boy catapults.
Yeah, or like a little dragon, you like squeeze it and it shoots fire.
Nice. That's cool.
I think it's gonna be something like that. Because then it fits with the fascination of trying to enchant objects with magic.
I wonder how many levels we're doing in this.
I want to say. I want to say he says kind of like Tomb, like 11 to 13 or something like that. Maybe it's 13 or something. But I don't remember for certain.
It's definitely not 20.
No.
We only got to 11 in Tomb of Annihilation, right?
I thought was it only 11?
Yeah, I think it's said you could get to 12, but we
Alright,
only made it to 11.
I'm back. Hello. Hello. Is everybody
Probably
still here?
because we died.
Mm-hmm.
What's up?
Hello.
Question for Peter,
That's me.
unrelated to this game at the moment.
Okay.
If we survived that one fight in Tomb of Annihilation, would we have got 12th level?
Well, the campaign would have been over, so I could have
Oh,
given it
okay.
to you, but it wouldn't have mattered.
So basically, it's 11.
Basically, it's 11.
Cool.
Yes.
We were trying to remember what level you said we'd get to about in Strahd.
I think I
That's how
said.
it came up.
I think I said 10. I don't remember.
Oh, okay, so yeah, about the same.
It's about the
11.
same. Yeah.
I remembered wrong. We did not go to 13.
All right. So did you all do your short rest stuff?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then an hour later, you've restored yourself somewhat. You've bandaged your wounds. You've recovered your strength, and you're ready to keep going if you'd like.
Yes. Right. Out into this wide world we go.
All right.
Actually,
yes.
when does my lay on hands come back? It doesn't actually.
Your
I think it's a
Asimar
long
one,
rest.
It's probably a long
it-
rest if it's a racial
Is it
feat.
a long
I
rest?
think that's what. Yeah, it's let me look.
No.
It's
No,
the,
for paladin.
That's
oh.
the long
It's
rest.
probably also a long rest for Paladin.
Okay, because it doesn't
Yeah.
specify at all on here.
I think your
Really?
channel oath features
should.
short rest.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have that yet.
Let's see.
Okay, I think everything for this is long rest except
Paladin.
for
Lay on hands.
channel
Your
divinity.
blessed touch can heal wounds, and you have a pool of healing power that replenishes when you take a long rest.
Okay, yeah. If you're all ready to leave the house, you can do
Oh,
so.
it's right there.
And
It's kind of a weird spot. Normally, I feel like it's at the end of the paragraph.
Usually it's at the end, yeah.
Yeah.
mm-hmm. You're all gonna leave?
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
Okay. You can leave. The
Get
mist
outta
is
here.
gone. Nothing is. No longer are you being held hostage in this house. And when you do leave the house, you will get level 3, as you're now out
Oh.
of. You are now out of the appendix intro. Ta-da!
Nice.
Welcome to Barovia.
Ooh.
Damn.
That's
Exciting.
probably where we should cut it off for this time, because you get your level up between your sessions. It's been 3 hours thereabouts.
Nice.
Sounds good. All right, yeah.
Well, now I wish we did have a long rest. I'm ready to make some magic items.
Yeah. All right. How'd you guys like that session?
That was pretty sick.
Good.
Had a lot of
Yeah.
fun.
It went a little weird.
I
You
knew,
all lived.
I
I
missed
knew
part of that.
immediately-
Yeah, we're not
basement,
dead.
Mhm.
I knew immediately that was a shambling mound when you said mound of corpses. I was like, oh, I know what's happening here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really tried to play into it though.
It was
you
a
know?
sleep.
Ooh, I gotta pick out my meta magic.
All right.
Oh man, magic is sweet. Do you know what you might pick?
I'm definitely gonna do twinned. And I think I want to do some things that like buff the healing spells,
Oh.
because those have been very useful thus far.
Oh yeah, you can twin spell healing.
Twin
and-
healing spells.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I
cool.
got twinned so far. I do love a good quicken spell though.
Mhm.
Quicken's always nice. That's the main ones that I use on my sorcerer.
Yeah.
Although I just got subtle spell for him because the amount of times that verbal and
Mhm.
somatic components actually come up that you can ignore those is pretty sweet.
Yeah.
But I feel like they're all pretty cool. I like the meta magic a lot.
I'm gonna get the
Show 'em
ceremony
where-
spell, so if anyone wants to get married,
Hell yeah.
let me know.
I'll probably do quickened for now. Well, actually,
Can I change my prepared spells on a level? I probably can't. Man, I wish we did take a long rest.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do Battle Master instead of what I was thinking.
I love a Battle Master build.
It seems cool. You can do some neat stuff with it.
You can do some busted stuff with it later.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Should be great. All right. Well.
There's too many fucking concentration spells for Paladin. I hate it.
Yeah.
Oh, they're like all yeah, it's
Play again next week at
a lot.
6:15 Central Standard Time. I'm going to be putting the VODs onto the YouTubes for a little easier access so that they don't go away eventually. So I think I got the first one uploaded already. I'll have to check.
Nice. I didn't
My-
know that they
My YouTube
away.
account is the same as my Twitch account and my Discord name, I think. Just KILGER.
Are we done recording?
No,
Oh,
it's
we
still
can
going.
be. Here, hold on a second. I'll put it off. Give me a second. It's so